Yes, Chelsea fans, how you all doing? Hopefully you're good. I'm early. I'm very early. Oh, I can hear myself talking now. All good. How are you all? Ready for the game? Ready for the game tonight, Chelsea versus Brighton. I've not even seen the Chelsea team yet. Shocking, isn't it? But one thing is for certain. We've got to do better than we did the other day, honestly. We got to do so much better than what we did the other day. It's just shocking. It really is shocking. How are you all? Are you good? Hopefully you're well. You're looking forward to this one. Looking forward to putting the weekend behind us. And hopefully we can start our Valentine's weekend with 3 points. All important 3 points, this one. Valentine's Day. Chelsea's on Valentine's Day. Not heard the end of it. I've heard a little bit, to be fair. She's been very good, wifey. We're doing our Valentine's meal tomorrow. Our Valentine's movie and a meal tomorrow night. And, yeah. So, that's why I only sort of put this one up late, because I wasn't expecting to do one, to do the commentary, because I thought I daren't try and set it all up and then be told, by the way, it's Valentine's Day, what are you doing? So, I'm here, and hopefully you're going to join me, people. So, welcome along. This is the live match commentary. If you're one of my newer subscribers and you've never seen the commentary before, then stay tuned for a little bit and just see if you like it. It's actual ball-by-ball match coverage is what it is. So come and say hello in chat as well. So I can see who's on. Even if nobody's on, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do the commentary anyway. So I'm looking forward to this. So come and say hi. Hopefully you're all good. Hopefully you're all keeping well. And of course, the ChelsDaft pub is open. It's open for business on Valentine's. So what are we? Just under 20 minutes away from kickoff. And yeah, I've not even seen the Chelsea team yet. Let's have a look if I can find the Chelsea team. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's find out. So, Chelsea's team, just want to go through it while we're here. Have a look. Let's find the team. Right. So, team tonight, starting 11. Oh, Jorgensen's in goal. Jorgensen's in goal. Gusto, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella, Enzo, Casido, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Nkunku. It's a good side. A strong side as well. Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Nkunku. A lot is being made of the fact that Nicolas Jackson's injured and Marc Guiu is injured as well. But as I posted on a little video I put up and went out earlier, Nkunku, we can get the best out of Nkunku, but he's got to stay high. I said this the other day. He's got to stay high in this formation. He can't drop in Nkunku, because as soon as he drops deep, we have no focal point up front. Dale, how are you, mate? Vasterot, how are you, mate? Hopefully you're good. Welcome along. So I'm just looking at Brighton's team. They got Dunk missing from the back four. It's pretty much the same as it was against us before, but Dunk's missing. And obviously Chelsea's team, Jorgensen's in goal. Gusto, Chalobah, Colwill, Cucurella, Casido, Enzo, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, Nkunku. What he's got to do, Maresca, he's got to pick a back four and the goalkeeper and stick with them. He has to stick with them. Yeah, the wingers have to stay high. They need to stay high. But yeah, Nkunku's got to stay high. He can't drop in deep. He needs to stay pushed up on that line, making lots of runs off the shoulder. That's what you want Nkunku to do. If he does it, we'll be good. If he drops off, we're going to have a problem, because we need that focal point up front. So, as I say, it's we're about 15 minutes away from kickoff. Sky doing their normal coverage. You got Neville's there and Carragher are both there with Kelly Cates. And so we're just building up to the kickoff, basically. So one thing we need to do, we've got to start well. We can't have a drop-off in performance and let Brighton back in. We can't waste chances. And what we have to do as well is we've got to play front foot football, and we need to pick up the ball wide and go at them and head for that byline. Take them on. Because I know even if they do double up, take them on. We got the pace with Madueke. We got the pace with Neto. Take them on. Push them deeper. Turn them round. Face the other way. And just get them to retreat back to their own goal line, their own byline. That's what we need to do. We can't keep going forward, stopping, playing balls backwards and sideways because teams sit in a low block against us. We got to do better than that. And we need to do it much better today in this particular game. If we play front foot attacking football, Chelsea, we get the ball wide and go forward with it time and time and time again. We're going to wear them down, and we're at our best when we do that. If we get caught into this slow, mundane, go forward 10 yards, come back 10 yards, go from one side to the other, back, across the back four, from one side to the other, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. And then what's the point? What is the point of doing that? You don't go anywhere and you make it easy for the opposition. So just to recap, welcome along, everyone. Welcome along. The live match coverage will start. Ball by ball coverage will start on kickoff. We're about 13 minutes away or so. I am delayed, so no spoilers in chat as well, people. But as I've been saying, Nkunku, if he plays up, pushed up against their defensive line and stays there and looks to make loads of runs in the channels off the shoulder, then we could be in here today. We need Nkunku to do that. I don't want Nkunku dropping off deep into midfield. I don't want him to come towards the defensive line to pick the ball up because he's no use to us. We have to get the best out of the options that we've got. And an option that we got with Nkunku, using his pace and his natural instinct for scoring goals, and get him in between the defensive, the centre-backs and the full-backs. Get him in off the shoulder, look for him, first ball, the ball goes wide, we get hold of it, we take people on, we look up and play, see his run and we play him in. We have to play that way. If we don't play that way, we're going to make it very easy for Brighton to defend against us today. So, kick off 10, 12 minutes away. So come and say hello in chat. Where are you watching from? As I say, late notice that we were doing the actual live match commentary, but that's fine. I'm going to do it anyway, even if nobody's watching, because I love doing this. I love doing the commentating. It's something that I didn't realise I love doing. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it too. If you've never seen it before, then stay tuned. Hopefully you will enjoy it. It's radio style coverage. I can't show you the game, obviously, for licensing. My channel gets shut down, copyright and all sorts, but I can dictate, I can do the commentary, and I can describe what's happening, and hopefully you guys will appreciate it. That's what I'm hoping anyway. It's not a watch along. I'm not just going to sit here and just waffle on and then talk about what's happening, discuss just what I've just seen. I'm going to actually commentate on the game. So some people turn the sound off on their TV and sync it with me. I'm about a minute delayed, a minute behind. So no spoilers in chat. So I've got my heater on at the minute. I'm down the bottom of the garden in this little studio that I've got. I've got to turn the heater off in a minute because it's hot. And this is quite warm, as you can imagine. So, Vastatot for final back in 2 weeks. Or Vastarot, I should say. Vastarot, even. Team is made for front foot football. It is. We are best when we play attacking football, front foot, go at the defenders, go at the opposition. Don't get sucked into this laboured nonsense that we've been seeing, mate. Jabiru Joe, how are you, mate? Drinking beer already? Have you got the waterfall screen handy for when you need a break? Claws rely on you, dude. How are you? You good? Valentine's night. You have to have a drink, don't you? Ours is delayed till tomorrow night. Thankfully and very, very what's what I'm looking for? Gratefully, my wife said to me, I thought you were doing commentary tonight. I was like, I am. I am now. So I was expecting not to be, but I am now. So that probably explains why the notice was a bit late. Is the sound all right? Is it too low? Do I need to go up a little bit? Maybe go up a bit. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. Hopefully it's not too loud. But hopefully you've watched some videos on my channel recently. There's one I posted up today, just about Nkunku. Before that, the last two I did. A little bit negative, I have to say. I didn't like doing them, but I had to do them. And the reaction has been really good, really pleasing. So, yeah, I've very thankful, very grateful for you guys to do that. I'm wondering, do I change it to just subscribers only chat or everyone? And open it up. If I open it up, then Dale as a moderator, you got to get on it. And keep hold of the comments. Do I do it? Do I do that today? What do we think? Do I just do customization? Anyone can send messages. What about that? Let's do anyone. Let's see how we get. Let's see if we get any nonsense through. It's opened up. Opened up to everyone to come and join in and say hello. I'll get abused. Probably. Like the time I got abused before, wasn't it? Do you remember that time before? When that guy come on. I think he was Middle Eastern. And he said, are you a Chelsea fan? And I was like, yeah. And he went, fatty, fatty, fatty. I was like, that's not very nice, is it? It's very personal. Don't need to be like that. Bring in the riff-raff. Let's have some argy-bargy. But, yeah. They got a new thing on YouTube where I can create a goal. I can create a goal and give you guys rewards. So I could say 5 super chats at £5 each, and then I'll do a Q&A. But no, we won't do that. We won't do that at the moment. Dale, if we lose today, you're going to hear the chance for Abramovich. You're going to hear the Abramovich anyway. I think the Chelsea fans are sick and tired. The majority are sick and tired of the ownership. And I think that, as I said in my video, I posted a video about a week ago, basically saying I've had enough now. And it was in response to the transfer window. Because, as I said in the video, it's crystal clear to everyone that's got common sense. Everyone that looks at Chelsea from the outside, Chelsea fans especially, we need a goalkeeper, a centre-back and a centre-forward. And we've had the whole build-up to January. We've had the whole of January being linked with all sorts of players. And we do nothing but sign a midfielder based on data that those two idiots, the sporting directors, have recommended to Clearlake. Sod what we actually need to take us and establish ourselves in the top 4. No, we're going to go on this data-driven approach, buy someone we've never heard of, build them up and send them on for a profit because that's what the business wants, not what the football wants. So I posted my video. There's more on that. Have a look at the video if you've not seen it before. But I'm fed up with the ownership. Todd Bowley, he's the voice of the fans. He's got the fans. He listens to the fans more by the sounds of it, whereas the others, this is a business. So I want them out. I can't understand. I think the biggest warning sign, if you think about it, everyone, Graham Potter, bless him, how can you sign and have a squad of 35 players, all because it was data-driven, this data-driven approach? They'll be great in the end. Let him deal with what he's dealing with first. It's been a mess since they walked in the door. It's still a mess as it is now. The window's shocking. We've now got a lopsided squad, the same with Arsenal. And basically, the reason we got a lopsided squad is because they got injuries. We've got injuries as well now. So we're all on Nkunku. And people are on his Nkunku's back. But as I said, it's in order for us to win this game tonight, Nkunku's got to play high, pushed up against the defensive line, making runs in between the defenders, between the centre-back and the full-backs, one side and the other, the two centre-backs. He needs to get in there and make these runs. Woodshadow, how are you, mate? Happy Valentine's Day. I won't let Chelsea win it, but let me take a win. This is actually the date of derby or mid-classico these days. How can you have 9 goalkeepers and still play Sanchez? Yeah, I know. That's why he's not playing. Jorgensen starts tonight. Jorgensen starts, everyone, if you've not seen the news. So, yeah, he's starting tonight, Jorgensen. So the players are in the tunnel waiting to come out. Chelsea in the same strip they were the other night. We got a Sky Sports straight away, camera up Nkunku's face straight away. Just play football. Play instinctive football, but play up high. Don't drop into midfield, please. Don't drop in and pick the ball up there. Out they come. Obviously, Enzo's captain. Cole Palmer at the back of the line. Casido doing his pre-match rituals. So let's get revenge for Saturday night. What a nightmare that was. If you didn't know the story, so basically my wife was away last Saturday. So I recorded the game, so my little boy. So I waited to take my little boy up to bed, bath and bedtime. And by the time he dropped off to sleep and I come back down and did some tidying up, got my dinner ready, it was 9 o'clock. And I put Chelsea on delay at 9 p.m. I turned all my notifications off, all my chats were muted. So I didn't know anything. And I finished watching that game and felt like I wasted 2 hours of my life. So I can't have that feeling again. So teams Brighton, here we go. Verbruggen's in goal. Big news is Lewis Dunk's out. They've got Veltman, Van Hecke, Webster and Lamptey. The only change is Webster in for Lewis Dunk from the other night. Baleba and Hinshelwood in midfield. I thought that Hinshelwood looked a bit busy against us. My audio's low, is it? Hopefully it's not too bad. I can raise it a little bit. Minte, Rutter and Mahoma with Welbeck. I can raise my volume up a little bit more, but I don't want it to go too high. How about that? Is that all right now? Hopefully it's not too bad. So 4-2-3-1 for Brighton, the same as Chelsea. So Chelsea's team, if you've missed it already, Chelsea's team is this. Martin, how are you, mate? Good to see you in. Jorgensen's in goal. Sanchez on the bench. Back four. Gusto on the right. Cucurella on the left-hand side. Chalobah and Colwill. Partnership in the middle. Casido, Enzo, middle of midfield. The three in behind the striker is Madueke right, Neto left, Cole Palmer through the middle. And up front, Christopher Nkunku. On the bench for Chelsea tonight, we have got Sanchez, Tosin, Sancho, Dewsbury Hall, James and Firmino, George, Achimpong and Amugu. Giuseppe, how are you, mate? How are you? So, people, we're ready to go. Remember, I'm watching this on my Sky Sports app. I am a minute delayed from normal schedule. So please, 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 no spoilers in chat. But welcome along. This is live match commentary. Brighton versus Chelsea. A massive, massive game for us. We need to win this game. We need to play well and put Friday night behind us. I can't believe we've given up on the League Cup and the FA Cup as far as the manager's concerned and the players. They were just as bad on Friday, by the way. I want a much better performance. So Sky at the minute are just focused on Baleba, who's their Casino replacement. And he's doing like a boxer-style skip to keep himself warm. Camera right up his nose. You can imagine they're probably playing Rocky music, Sky. Is that biased? Anyway. Exactly, Dale. Up the Chels. Giuseppe, I Daft want the clowns out of the club. As fans, we want the club back. Chelsea forever, exactly. Chelsea in a huddle. Enzo's leading the talk. Enzo's really riling them up by the looks of it. Martin, I hope you stuff them. I hope we do and all. As I say, I'm watching this game delayed, 1 minute delayed. No spoilers in chat. This is Brighton versus Chelsea. Brighton going to kick off, kicking from left to right as we watch the Brighton stadium. Brighton will be kicking off. So just waiting for that game to start. And they're off and running. Back to Zebrugge, whatever his name is. The goalkeeper, he launches it high out to the left-hand side. Free header for Chalobah. Headed back, looping header, goes over the back four, straight into the arms of Jorgensen. Nice early touch for him. Calm him down. He rolls it out to the feet of Trevor Chalobah, who goes back to Jorgensen. He's being closed down by Brighton. Casido shows him on the penalty spot, plays it to him, out to Chalobah, up the line to Madueke. Holds the ball up, back to Jorgensen. Little dink ball out to his left-hand side to Cucurella, being pressed. And it's a poor pass from him to Neto, but Neto's done well to make up for it. And then Cucurella launches it up the line, high, about 50 foot up in the air. And then Veltman just heads it out of play. Brought down brilliantly well by Maresca. Great first touch on the sideline. Chelsea throwing just inside of our half, and Cucurella goes back to Colwill, being pressed by Rutter. So he goes square across to Chalobah. Chalobah has to drop deep to collect the ball by his penalty box, and plays it back to the top of the D outside the area to Colwill. And he comes this side, left-hand side, to Cucurella. Back to Colwill, being pressed. Got to get rid of it by Welbeck. Cucurella into the feet of Casido. We've done well to play through their press there. Casido out to the right-hand side to Nkunku, who's dropped in a little bit to get hold of the ball. Don't have to do that. Get up the pitch, Nkunku. There's no one through the middle. Get up the pitch. So Cole was trying to play a long ball over the top here to Neto. Neto's pace up against the fullback, and he's done well, Neto, to keep the ball in play. Well done. Right by the corner flag, Chelsea throwing. Good ball from Colwell over the top. A long raking ball. Neto. Interesting. When Nkunku dropped off, Palmer went through the middle. So Cucurella's getting dog's abuse by the sounds of it. And he takes a throw in quickly to Enzo, who goes back to Colwell. Halfway inside Brighton's half here. Dead centre's Chalobah. In front of the centre circle. In their half, Chalobah. Out wide right, Madueke. Up against Lamptey. Holds it up. Doesn't want nothing to do with it, Madueke. Gloves on, bless him. Casido back to Colwell on the centre spot. Colwell into the feet of Malo Gusto. Out wide to Nkunku on the wide area. I don't want Nkunku there. I want him pushed up through the middle, but he's not doing it. He's pissing me off already. Anyway, Gusto goes back to Colwell. Bottom of the centre circle. Inside of our half. And he goes square to Cucurella. Still inside of our half. And now Brighton push out and press. And Colwell's got to go right back to Jorgensen. Takes a touch just beyond his penalty spot. And just rolls it back to Colwell on the edge. Colwell. Just the left-hand side of the D. To Gusto. Back to Jorgensen. Being pressed now, Jorgensen. Chalobah. Gusto. Jorgensen. Chalobah. Chelsea mucking about with the ball here. Managed to play out to Madueke. Well done. And we've managed to play through. And Gusto. Up the line, Gusto. Can he keep it in play? He is. He's still going, Gusto. Whoever it is, Hinchelwood's given up. Cole Palmer, edge of the penalty box. Shoots over the bar. But he had Pedro Neto wide open on the left-hand side. There is a clock there. Is the clock not working on the screen? Why isn't it working on the screen? I don't know why the clock's not working. It should be. That was good from Chelsea. We literally look like we're going to get caught right down by our own corner flag, and somehow we've actually... let's just try this link again. Hold on. Let me see if I can sort of scoot the clock out just while we're here. Is it doing it or not? I don't think it's doing it. No, it isn't doing it. The clock's not working. Never mind. Never mind. Don't worry. We're 3 minutes in. Anyway, Palmer's through on the right-hand side. Chelsea doing quite well here. Palmer collects the ball in the right-hand side. He's taking the defender on. Back on his left foot. Put him on the floor. Oh, he played the ball inside to Madueke. Just beyond the penalty spot. Madueke couldn't get hold of the ball and he ran past it, unfortunately. But it was a good opportunity for us. Real good opportunity for Chelsea. But it's good from us. We've got him down there right-hand side a few times. 4 minutes gone. 4 minutes, 25 seconds, in fact. We're in the centre circle now. Malo Gusto. Wide right to Madueke, who just clings onto that byline. Up against Lamptey. Takes him on, goes past him. Webster comes across and gets rid of it. Well done, Madueke. It's the first time he's beaten him, and he's shown him. Yeah, the clock's busted. Don't worry about the clock. It's the scoreboard is the main thing. Anyway, Colwill, just inside their half, goes square to Cucurella. Brighton have played out, but Chelsea went back to come forward. And then Chelsea trying to play a little ball over the top, little 1-2s. Brighton break it up, and they just give the ball away with Lamptey. Brighton win it inside their own half. They're looking to play a ball inside, and Lamptey just launched one over the top to Jorgensen. Chelsea with possession. Casido, centre circle. Left-hand side, Cucurella, left-back position, into Casido. Bottom of the centre circle, he plays a long ball out to Madueke, and he's under-hit it, and he's gone straight out of play, literally on the halfway line. Wide right. Casido does this to Madueke. It's a shit ball, to be fair. Brighton take the throw in quickly, go back to Webster. Van Hecker at the back. Palmer shutting him down. Veltman at the back here, right back position. Collects it. Looking for an out ball. Rutter shows deep, but Colwell goes to shut him down. And done well with it. Rutter's gone down looking for a free kick. Referee says nothing. Brighton launch it clear. They get a flick on. And then Casido's just fouled Welbeck. But the ball's now over the top, looking for Matoma. Can he keep it in? He can. Right by the corner flag now, Matoma. He cuts inside. He's got a man in the mid. He's tried to walk through two of them, but well done. We just stepped in and won the ball off him as he turned inside the penalty box, I should say. We launch out up the line looking for Cole Palmer. It's been seen off by Webster. Back to the goalkeeper. And now Van Hecky. Up to centre circle, Belieber. Loose touch from him. Chelsea getting a nick it off him with Pedro Neto. But Belieber gets another foot in and Veltman mops up and goes back to the goalkeeper. And Brighton have the ball. Just outside their own penalty box here, Webster. Left-hand side of centre. Hinshaw drops in and says, give me the ball and gives it to him. Back to Webster. He's been shut down by Madueke, who's coming off that side. They've played around him to Lamptey and now Matoma. Chalobah's had to come all the way across, so Casido's dropped in. We've held Matoma up on the halfway line. Now Welbeck's come inside to help out. Casido wins it off him well. Mops up, just gives it straight to Chalobah. Inside to Gusto. Bottom of the centre circle, walking pace at the moment. Colwill. He's got 4 Chelsea players with him, so he gives it to Malo Gusto, and Cole Palmer makes a run over the top, and Gusto looks for his run, but as Palmer made that run, both centre-backs converged on him and shut him off, and he went straight through to the goalkeeper. But he was on his bike, and he got the ball over the top first time. Keep an eye on that. Brighton trying to play out from the back, and Belieber under pressure. Good pressure from Enzo. Edge of his own box with his facing his own goal. He's tried to play a ball out to Lamptey, straight out of play. Chelsea throw him. Taken quickly. Nkunku, go away from the back four. Get up front. He's dropped in to help out and make up the numbers here. Chelsea with possession. Enzo. Being forced backwards to Cucurella. Back to Jorgensen. Collects it by his penalty spot. Plays it left-hand side back to Colwill. Levi Colwill comes out of the penalty box and gives it to Cucurella. Halfway inside of our half. Right out on the byline. Back to Colwill. Now Casido, dead centre, 10 yards outside of our box. Chalobah's one more past him, right inside of centre. Into the feet of Malo Gusto. Wide right is Nkunku. Dropped deeper than Noni Madueke. Nkunku's playing in sort of like a half-back position. It's just weird. Get up front, Nkunku. Anyway, Chelsea, Brighton with a 5-3-2 without the ball. And Sky have panned out to show you the formation. Anyway, Chelsea trying to play forward. Cucurella, long ball over the top, looking for Neto's pace. Brighton win the ball. Brighton defender wins it well, but well done. Casido nips in front of Rutter to win the ball back. In front of Welbeck, I think it was. Oh, no, it's Belieber. Out to Neto, out to Madueke. Edge of the box, Neto on the overlap. Cross comes in, away by Brighton. Right inside of it. Well done, Gusto. We won it high. Referee, it's not a foul, referee. Good play from Chelsea. Gone out to the right-hand side of the penalty box, outside the edge of the box. And Madueke picked the ball up, and Neto was there on the overlap. He played him in. Neto's pass was low towards the near post with nobody there. Easy for Brighton to defend against. And then obviously they tried to come out from the back and we fouled them. So it's a free kick to Brighton on the edge of their own penalty box, left-hand side of centre. 77% possession the first 9 minutes, 22 seconds here from Chelsea. It's been good so far from us. Really good so far. Brighton can't really get out of their own half at the minute. Anyway, Webster's is sort of delaying the free kick here. He's 5 yards outside his own penalty box. He's told everyone to push on. Don't come short. He's going to launch it, and he does. Over halfway, Colwell wins the header. Well done against Rutter. Comes out to Madueke. He's been pushed over by Lamptey. Referee spots it, gives a free kick. Gusto's going to take it quickly, give it to Enzo. So it's Nkunku again dropping in. Honestly, what is he doing? Get up front. Cucurella now. Picks the ball up from Colwell. Halfway inside our own half. Colwell, dead centre. Halfway inside our half. 10-yard ball forward to Casido. He's got a person up his arse and goes back to Colwell twice. Now Colwell goes right inside the centre to Chalobah. Back to Jorgensen. Takes one touch and Casido drops in to help him out. Gives it to Casido. Lays it off to Enzo Fernandez. Loose touch from him. Shut down and pressed straight away by Veltman. Loses the ball. Veltman, the ball went out of play. Well, it went out to the far side. And Chalobah's gone all the way over to collect it under no pressure. And gives it to Jorgensen. He's literally on the edge of his 6-yard box here. Gets the ball out of his feet. Up towards the edge of the box and puts his foot back on it. Looking for an option for a short pass. He hasn't got one, so he launches the ball high. Looking for Neto. Veltman wins it off of him. Chelsea looking for second ball. We don't win that one or the third ball. And then Brighton are trying to play out. Cucurella with a bad foul. He's just caught. He's caught the winger for Brighton on the right-hand side. He's gone flying into a challenge. Minte, I think it is. Yeah, he's gone flying in Cucurella. He's lucky to get away, or to get away without a booking there. He's sort of gone in and sort of sliced down on his foot, like planting his foot down, and he's caught the Brighton winger. Anyway, Brighton free kick, 10 yards inside their own half, right inside the centre. Taken short, Van Hecke gets the ball back, launches one over the top, looking for Minte, up against Cucurella. Brings it down, but Cucurella's on him. Tries to turn Cucurella, but he's done well, Cucurella, to win it off of him and plays it out of play for a Brighton throw-in. 10 yards beyond the corner flag. Brighton throwing high in our half. Chelsea volley the ball away up to Cole Palmer. Tries to bring it down, but he's got Van Hecke straight with him, but they're playing it offside now, Brighton. Lucky that, Chelsea. Cole Palmer, the ball's just launched up to him. He's halfway inside of our half. He's tried to bring it down and turn. He's got two Brighton players on him and loses it straight away, but as they play the ball forward from Cole Palmer, they're offside. So Chelsea got a free kick. It's about 25 yards out from our own goal line. We've gone backwards to the goalkeeper. Chalobah, wide right, collects it, looking for an out ball. Has he got one from Nkunku? No, he hasn't. Lost possession. Brighton have played it in. They've got man inside, left-hand side of the penalty box. They try and dink it over the challenge and the goalkeeper. Casillo gets back in. It was Welbeck. Chelsea tried to play out, lost possession. Brighton with a little flick ball inside, and Welbeck, corner of the penalty box, comes charging in towards the goal line. And Casillo spots it, gets across him before he can get a shot away or a ball into the box. Across the box, I should say, and it's a Brighton corner. Chelsea's right-hand side, Brighton's left-hand side. Brighton first corner of the game. Must defend it well. Chelsea defending zonal, by the looks of it. There's only Neto at the back post, man marking. There's two Brighton players on the goalkeeper. There's four Brighton players on the edge. Veltman and Hinshaw are all around the goalkeeper. Enzo's trying to block him off, Veltman from the goalkeeper, but Hinshaw was hanging about there as well. No one's watching Hinshaw. They play it short. Get the ball back, and the cross comes in again, blocked off again by Nkunku. They take a little short corner, which catches Chelsea out, but lucky enough we react quickly and try and shut them down. Little 1-2 down the inside, and we come across and block it off. Right, another Brighton corner, and again, Veltman and Enzo. Cross comes in this time towards the back post. Thriller from Welbeck, but blocked away. Chelsea out. They get out. Long ball over the top. Lamptey can't reach his target. Chelsea get it away, and it comes to Cole Palmer. He plays the ball forward. Oh, Madueke bottled it. He played the ball forward over halfway, and Belieber come across, and Madueke bottled it. He could have played it. If he went full pelt, he'd have been away. But Belieber's quite imposing, and Madueke bottled it, and the ball's gone back to the Brighton goalkeepers. It's come out to Van Hecke, halfway inside his own half. Veltman, right back position. Little dink ball over the top, looking for Minte. Up against Colwell. Colwell reads it, does really well to get the ball away. Volleys it high. Neto misses header, and it's gone out of play for a Brighton throw-in right by the halfway line. On our left-hand side, Brighton's right in front of the managers. What are they given? They've given a free kick here. Given a free kick for? I don't know what they're giving a free kick for there. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, 15 gone. 0-0. Brighton take the free kick to Van Hecker back to the goalkeeper by his penalty spot. Palmer now goes to shut him down. And he plays a little dink ball to Webster and he plays it out to Van Hecker. Unfortunately, Palmer went to press and nobody else went with him. Brighton trying to play out and they've given the ball away, but then Colwell just gives it straight back to him. Brighton mucking about the ball at the back here, and the goalkeeper's launched it out to left back to Lamptey. Brings it down. Done well as well. Webster, edge of his own penalty box, pressed by Madueke, finds Hinchelwood. Little ball inside to Welbeck. Well done, Casido. Blocked off his attempted pass forward. It comes out to a Brighton throw-in, halfway inside their own half, and Lamptey goes back to Webster, edge of his own penalty box. He's got a little bit of space. Anyway, Brighton's sort of playing forward up to Rutter. He's allowed to drop off the front line and collect the ball on the halfway line and play it out to Lamptey. Brighton now coming forward. Colwell up against Lamptey. Lamptey goes flying. Referee says no free kick and Casido's given the ball away. But Enzo's done well to mop up. Well done, Enzo Fernandez. Right back position, plays ball up the line to Madueke. Being pressed straight away by Hinchelwood. Chelsea, well done. Done really well there. Done really well. I think Palmer is playing as a number 9. Potentially. He's playing the highest of all of them. But yeah, Casido got himself in a bit of trouble there, I have to say. And he got away with it because Enzo was covering him. Anyway. Chelsea just play out. Play back to come forward. Casido. Gusto inside in the centre circle. Out right hand side to Chalobah. Nkunku playing on that right hand side, dropping in that space. Back to Chalobah, back to Colwell, Cucurella, deep inside our own half here. Forward to go backwards. Neto back to Cucurella, back to Colwell. He's going to go square to the goalkeeper. Collects it on the edge of his 6-yard box, gets it out of his feet, 2-touch, and then goes square to Chalobah. Chalobah launches one, deflected, finds Madueke though. Little touch off to Malo Gusto, and Nkunku it is. And Nkunku's done well to keep it in play. Madueke down the byline, right hand side, pulls it back, edge of the box. Cole Palmer shoots, opens his body up, left foot, and the ball's gone wide from Cole Palmer. He's turned straight away, having to go at someone. Done well here, Chelsea, on that right hand side. Nkunku and Madueke. I think Madueke was off maybe, but Madueke down the right hand side. He gets 10 yards from the byline, pulls it to the edge of the penalty box, and you've got Cole Palmer there, who opens his body up. It comes across him, and he just side foots it 10 yards wide. And you got Enzo saying, "Leave it!" Like, oh, Madueke's pulled his leg. As he was running, you could feel him. As he just about to play that pass, as he's running, he's done his hamstring. I think he puts his left arm down onto his leg, and that's why he pulls the ball back. But he's holding on to the back of his leg, his hamstring, straight away, Madueke. I think he's done his hamstring. Yeah, they're telling the Chelsea's players around him, Casido, they're doing this, they're signalling change. So Madueke's, Sancho will come on for Madueke. How many injuries we seen in recent weeks? So Jadon Sancho's going to come on. 18 minutes, 50 seconds gone. Yeah, it's getting stripped off. It was a good move. It was a good move from us. But as you can see, as Nkunku played the ball forward, he went over halfway, Nkunku, right on the edge. And as he plays the ball forward, Madueke runs down the wing. Tuchel's in the stand. Thomas Tuchel's in the stand. And as he goes down the wing, he's about to look up and play a pass, and he sort of feels the back of his left leg. Anyway, but yeah, Tuchel's in the stand having a watch of his old team. JFH in the stands as well. Jimmy Floyd Hasselback. Ronald Koeman is in the stand as well. Plenty of interested parties. Obviously, Koeman's a Dutch head coach, isn't he? Yeah, Madueke's off. He's coming off. He's walking off his own accord. He's not. He looks a bit disconsolate. There's no way he can continue. Surely he can't. You know, he said to the manager, he's shaking his head, said to the manager, I'm off. So yeah, Madueke's gone. Brilliant. Amount of injuries in the last couple of weeks. Anyway, so Jadon Sancho comes on. Not a bad replacement, huh? So Pedro Neto goes right. Sancho on the left-hand side. So it continues with a Brighton goal kick and they take it short. Chelsea just sat all the way back because they're too busy talking amongst themselves. Anyway, Brighton play it between the two centre-backs and then Webster launches it forward to halfway. Chalobah beats Mitoma to it and then concede. There's no free kick there, referee, at all. No free kick whatsoever. Chalobah went in with Mitoma, who's coming off the wing, and the ball's deflected and Casido's gone in to win the challenge. He's won it. And with Matoma's ended up on the floor. Referee's given a free kick. Come on. Len, good to see you in, mate. Keep your comments coming, people. Anyway, Brighton take the free kick backwards. When they play it out, just over halfway, Mitoma collects it. He's got Gusto up against him. He has to go back towards Hinshaw. He's filling in for Lamptey. I don't know where Lamptey is. And then Nkunku's shutting down the goalkeeper. And he launches it up to halfway. Good effort from Chalobah to win it. Casido collects second ball. Malo Gusto now. Just inside the Chelsea half, he goes backwards square to Colwill, Levi Colwill, to Cucurella. Inside of our half at the moment, Chelsea, with the ball. Play it wide right now. Gusto, ball over the top, looking for Neto, up against Lamptey. Neto collects it by the corner flag. Jinks into it. Yeah, those two had a battle the other night. Lamptey's beating him again. He tried a little shimmy. Lamptey's having none of it. Gets the ball away. Chelsea throwing. Taken quickly back to Chalobah. Gusto collects it, comes off the right-hand side and comes inside with the ball. About 5 yards just in front of the centre circle, inside Brighton's half. Cucurella now out to Sancho's first touch, doubled up on, goes back to Enzo. Good ball over the top, looking at Nkunku. Nkunku trying to get him behind. But Nkunku sort of... See, this is what baffles me. Enzo's played... It's a long raking ball high. Nkunku's watching it and he can see the centre-back coming over and position himself in the way. And Nkunku does nothing to get in front of him. He just lets him win the header back to the keeper. Anyway, Brighton playing out from the back. Cole Palmer nearly got in there. Unlucky. Van Hecker up to Rutter, who's dropped in against Levi Cole, who's held him off. Hinshaw, first time ball over the top, looking for Mitoma. He's beaten Gusto. Gusto's holding him up. Edge of the penalty box. He turns right, turns left, goes over. Referee says no doing. Gusto comes away with the ball. Tries to play it forward and just plays it against Hinshaw and goes out for a throw-in. Good play from Casido and Gusto, to be fair. Gusto just stood up. Was it a penalty? I don't think it was. He put a foot out, Gusto, but I don't think it was. Nothing doing. 23 gone, 0-0. It's back with the Brighton goalkeeper, the ball. Chelsea doing well there, press out. So Webster, left-hand corner of his own penalty box with the ball at his feet. Literally walking pace. Plays it into Belieber. Shut down by Enzo. Ball over the top. Good press from Chelsea. Enzo and Pedro Neto just pressurised him. Played the ball straight out of play. Chelsea throwing halfway inside Brighton half. Gusto takes it back towards centre circle to Casido. Enzo drops in, so giving the ball, gives it to him and gives it back to Casido. Brighton defending their half at the minute. So Casido goes square to Cucurella. Palmer drops in, plays a good ball over the top to Jadon Sancho. He's in, left-hand side, up against Veltman. Right foot, comes inside, dribbles between two of them, between three of them, and then just does it too much. He beat two of them, and then Belieber comes in and he knocks it around the outside of him to run round and pick it up again. Made our work for himself. Good position, could do nothing with it. Brighton get the ball out, but it comes out to us on the halfway line. Their 5-3-2 is there to see. 5 at the back for Brighton without the ball. Anyway, we've got it on the right-hand side here. Halfway inside their half. Nkunku and Neto, little 1-2s, but not really going anywhere at the minute. Neto collects it from Nkunku. Neto goes in dead centre to Casido. I'll say Shakira then. She's not playing. Anyway, goes out to Gusto, goes out to Pedro Neto. Up against Lamptey. Step over. Lamptey's having none of it again. Wins it off of him, but deflects back to Nkunku. Halfway inside Brighton half here. Camped inside their half. Centre circle, edge of it. Cucurella out to Sancho. Up against Minte, but Minte's beaten him that time. And then doubled up on with Ruta to win the ball. Veltman, Minte, Ruta, good play from Brighton. They got a man over, Matoma, and they're playing him in, but well done, Gusto. He stepped up, saw the ball was coming, won it, but Brighton wins second ball inside of our half. Belieber turns at Enzo, centre circle, holds him off, plays it wide right to Veltman. Veltman now, been pressed by Jadon Sancho, back towards the halfway line, well done. Has to go back even further to Van Hecke, and he goes square to Webster. Neto goes after him. He plays it out to Lamptey. Neto's got to work hard to get back. Lamptey's bombing down that left-hand side now, inside of our half. 1-2 Matoma. Doesn't give it to him. Ball goes back to Webster. Webster. Under pressure from Nkunku, goes back to the goalkeeper from halfway line, all the way back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea push on and file out. Long ball over the top, looking for the run. Up against, is it Matoma? Oh, he scored. Bloody hell. A long ball from the goalkeeper. It's gone over halfway. And Matoma is with Chalobah. And Matoma tries to bring it down and it deflects off of Chalobah and falls perfectly for Matoma. And he drags it right-footed to the edge of the penalty box. And he just opens his body up and puts it into the far corner and Jorgensen can't get there. Long ball over the top. Let's see the replay of this ball. But literally the goalkeeper, he's on the edge of his box. He launched it right-footed. Now it's Matoma with Chalobah. Matoma brings it down up against Chalobah. Chalobah doesn't make a challenge for it. He can't. He's trying to keep up with Matoma's run. It goes over both of their heads. And Matoma, what a first touch. It's come over his head on the run, full pelt. He's put his foot out and killed it dead. There's no deflection. He's killed the ball dead over his head. He's 25 yards out. Chalobah obviously then sort of changes his body shape to front him up. Matoma goes out, gets it out of his right foot, gives himself 6 yards, and then looks at where the keeper is and plays the ball into the far corner, and the goalkeeper's got no chance. But Matoma, with one of the best first touches of a football you're ever going to see, over his head from a launch ball from the keeper, on the run, full pelt, right foot out, traps it. First touch, traps it. Second touch, out from his feet and curls it bottom corner. We're 1-0 down. 1-0 down. Chelsea need to react. We've done nothing so far. Right, good ball from the goalkeeper. He's found Jadon Sancho halfway line. Tries to come inside, but that Rutter's got back in and won it off of him. Brighton in the ascendancy. 28 minutes gone. We're 1-0 down. Brighton win back possession there on the right-hand side, coming forward now. Minte. Chelsea with a lot of people back on the edge of the penalty box, defending the box. Shot comes in from distance. It goes well wide. Listen, sometimes in football, you have to hold your hands up and acknowledge greatness. Sometimes you can't account for brilliance. And I have to say, Matoma's first touch is unbelievable. It's an unbelievable first touch. If any Chelsea fan complains about the fact that we've considered that goal, there's nothing we can do about a touch like that. Anyway, we keep going. Let's come forward now. Cole Palmer collects the ball, halfway line, goes square to Chalobah, centre circle, wide right, Malo Gusto, Colwill, bottom of the centre circle, just inside of our half. He finds Gusto. 1-2 with Casido, but can't go anywhere. So Brighton are playing a flat 5 and 5 players in the middle, sort of just working their way. Chelsea need to get the ball wide. Keep it wide, keep the pitch big, and make those 5 across the midfield and up front for Brighton work hard. Because at the minute we're not doing it. We're having to go backwards to the goalkeeper here. We're trying to play little balls inside. Gusto's coming inside to make an even somebody else in there. There's ball over top from the goalkeeper, Sancho. Good first touch. Pedro Neto, defender's fallen over. Edge of the box, Neto. On his left foot, shoots from distance. Well, not from distance, just inside the box and it goes over. Unlucky. They're showing this Matoma goal numerous times, over and over and over again. What a touch. What a touch from Matoma, honestly. It's an unbelievable touch. They're showing super slow-mo replays of it and all sorts. It's a brilliant goal. It's a brilliant goal, and the touch is unbelievable. The Brighton players are doing this, like that, when they were celebrating. Anyway, we've cut back to live play, and Chelsea on the edge of Brighton's box, and Brighton just won the ball off us, and now they're in right-hand side. Well done, Cucurella. Brighton are just sitting in deep, winning the ball back and playing it over the top. That's all they're doing. That's what we should be doing, but we can't do it because Nkunku is playing deep. He's not playing higher up. Chelsea playing long ball over the top, wide right here. Looking for Pedro Neto. There's no one in the middle. So Nkunku's got to play fucking number 9. He's got to go high. He's got to keep the two centre-backs occupied. So they're occupied. And so he makes runs in the channels because at the moment, he's dropping off into like the Mason Mount right-hand side position, which we don't need because we've already got a winger out there in Neto. You can't drop into that place to build up play because you've got no one to play it to. Once you play it there's no one up front. Chelsea's got a corner after all this. Make it count. Come on. From the right-hand side here. In-swinger from Cole Palmer. He puts it towards the penalty spot and Brighton get the ball away, only as far as Enzo. He tries to shoot from the right corner of the penalty box, Enzo. Half-hearted, and Maresca's doing his pieces. All he's got to do, Enzo Fernandez, is launch it to the back post, and he's tried to shoot from the right corner of the penalty box. He's launched it like a rugby kick. It's that high. Chelsea need direction here. They need to come up with a plan B, but the goalkeeper hasn't got one. It's actually come off Matoma's back. But we don't get the corner, and it's a goal kick. Play up to Rutter. Well done. Colwell beats him. Brighton wins second ball, but Enzo beats Rutter second time around. Rutter makes the foul. Top of the centre circle inside Brighton's half. Casido. Colwell. Cucurella. Enzo. Back to Cucurella halfway line. Chelsea trying to play narrow, but you got to play wide. Against Brighton. That's it. Good ball. Wide right now to Neto. Now Brighton have got to get across. Shuffle over. It creates space on the left-hand side. Neto on his left foot. Off that right-hand side. Plays it back out on the right-hand side to Gusto. Nkunku's hanging around the edge of the box here. You've got Enzo. Jadon Sancho Palmer in by the penalty spot. Nkunku goes out to link the play up with Gusto. Back to Chalobah, back to Colwell. Halfway inside their half. Gusto. Back out to Neto. Right, take him on. Byline. Get the cross in. He beats Matoma. He can't beat Lamptey. Lamptey comes across. Chelsea throwing 10 yards from the corner flag. Lamptey's got his number. He had his number on the weekend, and he's got it again so far. Throwing taken quickly by Gusto back to Neto. Brighton pushed up edge of their box. Chelsea, Cole Palmer's playing the highest forward at the minute. Cucurella. Chalobah, right inside of the centre circle. Out wide right to Gusto. Everyone's inside at the minute. Cole Palmer drops off, says, give me the ball. Can't give it to him at the moment. Nkunku's dropping out there as well. Nkunku, get through the middle. Jesus Christ. Manager's got to come up with a plan B, but he hasn't got one. Right, Chelsea halfway inside their half, going nowhere. We're going forward to the right-hand side and coming back to Colwell. Cucurella. Enzo Fernandez trying to play a ball forward. He does. Nkunku actually forward for once, collects it. Sancho back to Enzo. But Brighton's their defensive line is strong. Got midfielders dropping in there as well when we lose possession or they lose possession. But it's clear as a day, 5-3-2. Just keep it wide. But when we go wide, they're trying to press us. A give and go up the line. Cucurella, good ball forward to Nkunku. Left-hand side. Comes back on his right foot. Up against Van Hecke. Enzo collects it off of him. Falls backwards as far as Chalobah. Top of the centre circle. Inside their half. Wide right. Pedro Neto collects it up against Lamptey. Edge of the box. Feints to go outside. Inside. Goes back on his right foot. Beats him that time. But then fouled. Falls over. Asking for a free kick. Not given. Still got the ball. Colwell. Casido. Cucurella now. Ball towards the back post. He's played. It finds Neto. Oh, dearie me. Defender diving last minute, challenging, blocks the shot. Brighton half clear it. Gusto collects it. 15 yards from the corner flag. On his left foot. Back out to Colwell. One more out to Chalobah. Then Neto again. Neto, ball inside Nkunku. First ball, wide right, Gusto. Cross comes in, high towards the back post. Enzo! Oh, they're giving offside. They're giving offside for that. Great header, back post, Enzo Fernandez. Great header. Veltman's mouthing off Enzo Fernandez. And Cole Palmer's asking what's been offside. What's it disallowed for? What's it disallowed for? Oh, my God. So, as the cross has come over, Enzo's put his arms out to hold his position as Veltman's backing into him. Veltman dramatically falls down, falls over. Referee buys it. Literally, 6-yard box. Enzo does push him, to be fair. He doesn't hold him hands, he pushes him. Veltman goes down. Enzo has a free header. Referee's given a push. Disallowed goal. Unlucky. 35 gone. Long ball from Brighton. First ball won by us. Second ball, third ball, Casino. Back to Chalobah being shut down. Jorgensen launches it now up to halfway. Over everybody. Free header for Webster. Plays it up to right hand side. Lamptey. Back to Webster. Chelsea firing out and pushing out together. Long ball over the top. There it is again. Matoma. This time Malo Gusto reads it. Wins it. Well done. Back to Jorgensen. All Brighton are doing is sitting in. Long ball over the top every time because we're pushing up to the halfway line. So Rutter, Minte and Matoma are waiting. As soon as they pick the ball up at the back, Brighton, they're off. Cole Palmer's had to drop right by his own penalty box to get involved. Collects it, lays it off to Colwell. Cucurella, Brighton pressing us now. Casino, Cucurella, Colwell, Jorgensen, penalty spot, out of his feet. One more past him is Chalobah. Into Casino, tries to play a ball out wide right to Nkunku. Neto's playing high. Nkunku's dropping in like a midfield position. Neto's playing on the wing. Why? If I can see it, can Maresca not see it? Why is Nkunku dropping into that space? Piss off and get up front. Put Cole Palmer drop deeper to get more involved. Palmer's isolated, not in the game. Nkunku's out there wide right and can't do anything. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking again. Brighton are trying to play forward. We've half cleared it. Brighton win back possession. Welbeck with a 1-2 of Rutter. Edge of the penalty box, Rutter. Casino goes in, can't get there. Rutter, step, overlap. Oh, my God. No. We've half cleared it. It's come. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's 2-0. Jesus Christ. So Brighton with Rutter, he's on the edge of the penalty box left-hand side. He does a couple of step-overs and he drives the ball across the 6-yard box. Jorgensen tries to get there. Defender half clears it. Somebody has a shot deflected. It comes out to, let me see this again. I think it comes out to Welbeck and he touches the ball out to the right-hand side. Let's see this ball. Right, so we half clear it. Belieber plays it inside to Rutter. Plays a 1-2 with Welbeck. Casino misses 2 challenges. Rutter on the right-hand side crosses it from level with the penalty spot. As he crosses it, Colwell dives in and deflects the ball, and so Jorgensen has to react to stopping Colwell scoring an own goal. So as Jorgensen pushes the ball out, literally on his goal line, let's see this again. As the cross comes in, Jorgensen, he hits his foot, it comes out to the 6-yard box. Welbeck gets in front of Cucurella, touches it to the side. Cucurella dives in. Minte just stands up, turns it around Cucurella and just fires it in to the near post to make it 2-0. Chelsea are an absolute shambles. And this manager needs to react. He needs to change what we're doing. The position of Nkunku is a fucking joke. And I don't know why he's still playing that way. Change it. Anyway, we come out with possession on the right-hand side again. And guess who's out there? Nkunku. Gusto. Chalobah. Colwell. Cucurella. Wide right, Sancho. Halfway long, got Minte up his arse straight away. He has to go backwards. Chelsea just going, no, can't go anything forward. We can't finally fall. Now, right, so there's the switch. Cole Palmer's just told Nkunku to switch. I think it's come from the manager. So Cole Palmer's on the right-hand side in that little space. Nkunku's through the middle. Please fucking stay there. Right, so Cole Palmer gets involved straight away. Good ball played to him. He comes inside looking for a run. Hasn't got one. Holds the ball up. Just goes square to Caicedo. Cucurella out to Jadon Sancho. But he's fronted up straight away. Halfway inside their half. He's got no option. He has to go back inside to Colwill. The change has been made. Nkunku's playing through the middle. Right, Colwill looking to feed Nkunku. Finds him. Nkunku lays it off to Caicedo. There's a runner. It was Sancho. He's got to hold it up, Caicedo. He lays it off to Sancho. Well done. Back to goal. Plays out to Cole Palmer. Just outside the penalty box. Neto. There's no one for the middle. Now they are. Edge of the box. It comes out to Gusto. Shoots from distance and goes wide. Unlucky Gusto. But we look so much better already. With Nkunku through the middle. With Cole Palmer playing deeper. Much more involved. Gusto's shot. Left-footed. Always about a yard wide. Keeper made a meal of it. It's just a calamity. Casilla goes in twice to win challenges and doesn't get there. But it's Colwill's touch. The goalkeeper can't react to it. Can't react to it. And then Cucurella dives in. Sells himself, dives in to challenge. And Minter just stands there, just moves the ball away from him and blasts it into the corner from 6 yards. Anyway, Chelsea with possession going forward. Can't really build anything at the minute. And now Enzo's lost the ball to Belieber. Well done, Cucurella comes across to win it back. Won the free kick. Maresca's stand there. He's he looks just, he ain't got no clue. Anyway, ball's going out to the Neto, wide right. The players we've got in our fucking squad, and we can't even get a team together with a fucking clue. Anyway, inside their half now, top of the centre circle, Caicedo to Cucurella. Wide right is Jadon Sancho. Takes on Minte, beats him, comes inside though, and Rutter's there. You've got to stay wide and go up the byline. Stop cutting inside to where there's fucking... So Brighton's players are playing narrow in front of their back five, and every time we bring the ball and someone tucks inside, we're losing it. Matoma's just got just sold Caicedo, all ends up. Caicedo's just brought him down, been booked. Chelsea trying to play, just saying, Sancho comes inside, loses possession, and then the ball comes out to Caicedo, or no, who's it gives it away? Nkunku gives it away, I think. No, Sancho, he gives the ball away. And then Gusto tries to get in there with Matoma. He can't get there. Matoma steps the ball away from Caicedo. Caicedo brings him down. Top of the centre circle, inside their half. Chelsea is shocking. Absolute shocking. We've had no clue because Nkunku is playing his stupid position again. And it's taken until now for him to swap round. But he's gone back there. It's a temporary measure. He's gone back there. Anyway, Brighton got possession. They're playing it against their own back four. And then we go and press them and they've gone back to the goalkeeper. He launches it. Colwill beats Rutter. And we pick up second ball with Sancho. Back to Caicedo. Back to Colwill. Out to Chalobah. So what's the position? Same thing. So Cole Palmer's trying to play through the middle. Or just off the middle. Nkunku's playing sort of right-hand side of centre. With Neto on the outside of him. Nkunku's just picked the ball up from Neto. Nkunku's now collected it. He's played wide right to Cucurella, halfway inside there after Sancho now. Level the edge of the penalty box. He turns inside Minte. Ball inside, looking for Jadon to Enzo. Trying to play it back to Sancho. Brighton got bodies there. Everywhere. As soon as Chelsea go inside, Brighton swarm on you. We got to keep it wide and get a cross in from that position. Every time we win it and try and come back inside, we're just literally just causing problems for ourselves. We're running into trouble. Right, Caicedo. Enzo collects it. Back to goal. 25 yards out. Has to go back to the centre circle. Colwill. Out to Cole Palmer. Collects it. Palmer. Caicedo. Halfway inside their half. Dead centre. Wide left is Jadon Sancho. Again, comes inside again. Into trouble. Again, going nowhere. Again. Am I just repeating myself? This is a joke. Enzo collects the ball from Minto, won it off of Sancho. Caicedo. Malo Gusto comes inside where there's loads of bodies. Stay fucking wide. So Gusto plays the ball at the top. It goes straight out of play. Straight out of play for a goal kick to Brighton. Enzo Maresca, you've got to do your job. You've got to change the game. You have to influence the game from the sideline. That's why you're a manager. You influence it in training. You influence it before the game's kicked off. And in the game, you're employed to do something from the sideline to change it and to get it back in your favour and to inspire people. At the minute, you're doing fuck all. And it's a joke. It's a joke. 45 gone now. We're in injury time in the first half. Leicester fans said he's a one-trick pony. And they're not joking, are they? Anyway, the ball's gone forward. It's come back towards us. We've gone back to Jorgensen. Casido's dropped in to collect it. Cucurella been fouled off the ball by Rutter here. And Rutter's 4 minutes of added time. End of the first half. So Rutter's holding the play up. Book him, but he doesn't book him. We take the free kick quickly, short to Casido. He's gone back to Colwell, edge of his own penalty box. Chelsea, he's looking for an out ball. Hasn't got one at the minute because Brighton is just he's gone back to the goalkeeper next to him. Jorgensen out to Chalobah. Chalobah to Nkunku in the right back fucking position. Jorgensen plays it to Colwell, who's made himself available. Well done. Cucurella collects it. Sancho. Cucurella, stupid ball from Sancho. Brighton, we're making it so easy for Brighton to defend against, honestly. Change the game up. Launch long balls over the top for the next 5 minutes until half time. Long balls all the time, every time. Force them to turn back a bit. They're playing a high line, Brighton, 5 across their back line, and we're pushed up against no one. Now we've made a run with Sancho, but ignored. He's come out left-hand side to Cucurella. Edge of the penalty box. He plays Sancho in. Left-hand side. He's miles offside. Jesus Christ. God, dear. It's got to change the game. It's got to change the formation. He's got to do something. Honestly. He just sat back down, Maresca. He doesn't look happy, but he just sat back down. Brighton is sitting there just thinking this is easy. So easy to defend against. It really is. Long ball from the goalkeeper, wide right. In our left back position, we win the header. Second ball. Casido collects it. Back to Chalobah. 10 yards outside of our box and he drives forward up towards the halfway line. Wide right is Gusto. In front of him is Neto. Next to him is fucking Nkunku. Oh, God's sake. It's getting on my fucking nerves. Casido. Gusto. Trevor Chalobah. Right, it's come to Neto. He's 10 yards inside of our half and he's come inside off the byline into a crowded area. He's launched a 60-yard ball up to Jadon Sancho. Sancho on the edge of the penalty box. And the defender's read it and just run it back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea are clueless. We've got no idea what we're doing. Nkunku's popped up front. Anyway, we win the second ball from the goal kick. Well done. Casido out left-hand side of Jadon Sancho. Driving now. Go to the byline. No, he tries to come inside again. He's won a corner, though. Corner from the left-hand side. Chelsea, if you can imagine, you're looking at a football pitch. Brighton are playing a line of 5. Then they're playing a 3 and a 2 narrow. And those 5 players are shifting across from left to right as the ball comes in. When we get into attacking areas, they all drop in and they filter out and they try and close the ball down coming inside. So if we've just got to keep it wide the whole time, just stay wide, keep the play wide, then get the ball in the box. Crosses in the box. Corner comes in from Enzo, headed away by Brighton. Veltman gets it away near post. It's got to be a better ball than that. Second corner comes in from, it doesn't, he's gone short. Palmer. Gusto. Ball this time is dinked towards the back post. Looking for the run of Enzo. Cleared by Brighton as far as Malo Gusto. He's had to go backwards to Casido on the halfway line. Collects it, Casido. And the referee blows up for half time. And there it is. Half time, everyone. It's Chelsea, Brighton 2, Chelsea 0. And all I'll say is absolute shit is what it is. I've got to turn my heater off. It's too hot. Hold on. Now, the first goal we can do nothing about. The first goal is just brilliance from Matoma. It's something that's going to go viral. The clip you're going to see over and over and over again. You can do nothing about it because it's just an outstanding piece of skill, I have to say. The second goal is an absolute shambles. We miss a challenge on the edge of the penalty box, 2 of them. Castillo goes in for a third time and can't get there. Then the cross comes in and Colwill, I don't know why he's diving, but the goalkeeper's got to be more vocal to say, you know, keepers or whatever. And so Colwill knows not to dink a leg out. Rutter's ball was literally probably, I'd say, 10 yards from the goal line, and he put it straight across the pitch, straight across the penalty box. But for some reason, Colwill sticks a leg out, but the goalkeeper's going to dive for the ball. So as the goalkeeper's going this way, Colwill deflects the ball so it's coming this way. So the keeper stretches his leg out, and he manages to block it. But because he's at a different angle and he's going the other way, he doesn't get full purchase on it. So he sort of deflects the ball towards back out to the 6-yard box. And to be fair, Danny Welbeck is aware of what's going on. So what he does, he's got a defender coming up against him. So he just dinks the ball sideways. He's got his back to goal, Welbeck, and he goes, the goal's here, and he just dinks the ball 4 yards that way. Cucurella sees it. He sees Minte there. And Cucurella goes charging in to win the ball. And Minte just drags it away from him and just takes a touch out of his feet. Cucurella's on a heap on the floor here. Jorgensen's dived thinking that Minte's going to hit it the first time. He doesn't. And so he sold himself. So as he tries to reset himself, Minte just looks up and buries it in the bottom corner. Chelsea defensively are woeful. And that comes because the manager I keep saying it on my channel. I'm sorry if I'm boring you people when I'm saying this, but he keeps making changes. You have to stick with a settled back 4 and goalkeeper so everyone can get used to the movements, their instincts, how they play together. He's got to do that, but he doesn't fucking do it. He keeps changing things over and over again. And then I said in a 2-minute video posted up today, I said we got a bit of a situation here with the fact that we got no Jackson for a few weeks. Marc Guiu's injured as well. We got to rely on Nkunku. The manager himself come out and said Christo's very, very different to Nicolas Jackson, what Nicolas Jackson can give us. So utilise what we can get out of Christopher Nkunku. And for me, is put him up top and tell him to stay there. To stick there against the 2 centre-backs, but keep making runs. Every time we pick the ball up wide, we pick the ball up in our defensive line, or in the midfield, make a run. In between them. That's what Matoma's done for his goal. Just as we pick the ball up, spin off and make runs in between defenders, the 2 centre-backs, the centre-back and the full-backs. They're playing a back 5, but we can still find a space because him making runs, the centre-back thinks, I've got to cover that and drops off a little bit. Because at the minute, he's not fucking up there. He's playing in this fucking Mason Mount right-hand side hole pocket position, which Mount used to do. He's sitting in there, but 10 yards to his right, he's got Neto. I don't understand why he's doing it. Now, it comes from the manager. It comes from the other players. I said this on the video the other day. It comes from the other players to say, oi, get out front and stay there. Have a leader to say, fucking stay there. Don't drop in. Don't go wide right. Stay there and keep making those runs for us to give us an option. Because right now, he's playing this little thing. Cole Palmer is playing the highest of all of our players on average. His average position is higher than anyone. But Cole Palmer is useless with his back to goal up against 2 defenders. It's easy for the defenders to defend against. Cole Palmer is all about picking the ball up in space, having a look, seeing where the pass is, and creating. If you take that away from Cole Palmer, it's like Hakim Ziyech back in the day. Everyone knows that Hakim Ziyech wasn't played in his position for Chelsea. He used to play on the wide area and he used to sit and have his side on. He can see the defenders coming here. He can see the ball coming here. And he's got a big picture of everything around him. So when he picked the ball up, he knew where the pass was. When we asked him to play as a 10, with his back to goal, with a defender up his arse, Ziyech can't see fuck all. He can only see the balls coming to him. And it's the same with Cole Palmer right now. So Palmer's having to drop in to pick up the ball. And there was one moment where Palmer dropped in and he looked for a run and there wasn't one. And so he just shrugged his shoulders and played the ball wide left again. Chelsea at the moment are pedestrian. They're playing into Brighton's hands because, as I'm saying to you guys, I'm trying to explain it as I'm watching it to you guys watching and listening. Brighton are playing a flat five, right? It's Minte's playing as a right sort of wing back sort of thing. You've got Lamch on the left-hand side. You've got Veltman. You've got Webster. You've got Van Hecker in the middle. So without the ball, they drop into that five. Then they've got three men sitting and then two. A 5-3-2. But the 3 and 2 in front are narrow. And they're basically saying to Chelsea, don't fucking come inside here because we're going to crowd you out. So what do? Malo Gusto, can you step inside here off the right back position and step inside to trouble? So when we get the ball wide, we've had joy by going to the byline, taking them on down the byline, getting up the line and getting a cross in. That's where we've had some joy. Every single time we pick the ball up in wide areas and come back inside to an already crowded area, what is the fucking point? What's the point? Honestly, I thought it'd be a nice calm evening. It's the day of love. Honestly. But this is where the manager's got to step up now. So Sky are putting together a little montage of first half highlights, right? First one of Chelsea they've come up with, the slogan is Nkunku and Palmer deep. And they're showing Chelsea with the ball in our defensive line. And they're showing their two positions. And there's no one playing for the middle up top. I really, really wish those haters on Jackson, right? I hope they're sitting watching this thinking we miss Nicolas Jackson and the movement and his work rate and the runs that he makes and the option he gives us. Because without him there, we're a shower of shit going forward. We got no link man. We got no ball to play in between the lines. We got no one we can play a ball over the top to. And for Brighton centre backs, it's just like, oh, this is easy. This just play in front of me the whole time. Play in front of me the whole fucking time. This is what I tried to say to you then towards the end of that first half. In my thought, my mentality, right? I played football to a decent standard, Southern amateur, nothing fucking major, but I've got an understanding for football. I can read football. Now, for me, with the way Chelsea are playing wide and coming inside, is so fucking telegraphed and predictable. It's ridiculous. So, as a manager, Maresca's got to turn around and say, Nkunku, get up front, stay there, and for the next 5 minutes, every time we pick the ball up, make a run in behind. Because by making those runs in behind, right, in the channels, in between defensive lines or the two defenders, by making those runs the whole time, and we lob the ball over the top to them, right, defenders think, hang about, I've got to cover that. Because what happens then, it creates uncertainty between the defenders. Because when we pick the ball up, they're going to think, they're going to put it over the top or not. I need to cover that run. But that's if we start doing it, because they'll drop off. And when they drop off, it creates space between the midfield and their back five that we can play in. Because at the minute, we haven't got that fucking space. So, at the moment, this performance is what I'm talking about. It's nothing to do with Clear Lake and all that right now. It's about the manager that's on the sideline that's got to come up with a plan B, which we all know he hasn't got. So, we've got to do something. The only thing he can change in this game is Nkunku's position to go fucking forward and stay there and make runs. Just keep making runs in the channels. And whenever we pick up the ball wide in midfield, give us an option, because sitting out there on the right-hand side is not fucking helping anyone. And it's a joke. And if he carries on doing his second half and the manager doesn't identify that, then there's a big fucking problem with the manager. If he can't see it, massive problem. But the players on the pitch, the leaders, the Enzos, the Casidos, the Colwills, the Cole Palmers of this world need to turn around and go, we've got to change it. You play up. Cole Palmer's got to be aware to say, look, I'm going to drop off. You play up. You're better playing up and playing forward and making those runs. I'll link up the play. I'll pick up the ball deep and I'll pick it up and I'll play you in. But make those fucking runs. It's simple. It's a simple fucking solution that gives us more of an attacking threat. Because at the minute, we got nothing. We have got nothing. It's just... Everyone talks about the run we were on before at the beginning of the season and how we were playing, and we were playing free and expressive and everything else. But people have now figured us out. So people sit in a low block and we can't break it down. Think of the players we've got in this fucking squad wide. Jadon Sancho. You've got Pedro Neto. You've got Noni Madueke. Mikhailo Mudryk, obviously, not anymore, but Mudryk. You've got George there as well. We've got enough talent in that wide area. Cole Palmer can go out there as well. They couldn't go out there if we had centre forwards. We've got so much talent in wide areas, but you look at the players, and on average, they take somebody on up the line two times out of 10. Why have you got to keep coming inside the whole fucking time? Especially when it's an already condensed crowded area. Tell Malo Gusto, this is what we're going to do. If I was Maresca right now, I'd be saying, right, Malo Gusto, don't bother tucking inside. Don't worry about that. They're only playing 2 up. You play as a right back and stay there. Don't come inside and tuck in and make up numbers. It's already fucking condensed and crowded. Cole Palmer, you switch from Nkunku, but Palmer play more central as number 10. Nkunku, you go up top and make those runs. And that's the 2 tactical tweaks I'll do right now to change the game. If he doesn't, and it stays the same, we're going to lose by 4 or 5. I'm telling you. I can take losing. I can take the first goal all day long. It's absolutely brilliant for Matoma. There's nothing Chalobah could have done. The only thing different Chalobah could have done is try to challenge for the ball in the air, but they're both full pelt. It's coming over the top of him. He's never going to get there. So Chalobah was sort of covering it off, if anything. But Matoma, and what he's actually done, he's running at full pelt, and as the ball's come over, he's adjusted his stride at full pelt. He's got his left leg in the air, and he's sort of hopped to get his leg in position, and he's literally ball over the top from a 60-yard ball from the goalkeeper, and he's trapped it with one touch. Trapped it. Unbelievable. And then he's come inside and wham. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, we can't complain about that first goal at all. Second one, calamity. Absolute calamity. Oh dear. I thought I was only going to have 2 doing this. Christ alive. I'm baffled at this. You think, right, we got embarrassed on Saturday night, FA Cup, going out the 4th round. We don't do that. It sounds arrogant, but we don't do that, do we? But the manager comes out and says what he did. Oh, well, at least we can now focus on the Europa Conference League and the Premier League. It's like, fuck off. Like you don't give a shit about the FA Cup. We always give a shit about the FA Cup. It means a lot to us. At times we've won it, but we've given up on the League Cup and the FA Cup. It's a joke. And God forbid this Club World Cup in the summer. Christ alive. If we can't get ourselves up for Brighton on a Friday night after being embarrassed on Saturday to work the rest of the week to go, right, I'm going to try and sort this out. And, I want to try and, I want to make amends for it and work hard for it and show desire and hunger. And we see this performance. Shola Fernandez disallowed goal again. He puts his arms on the... Now, I thought that he's holding his position, and as the defender comes in, backing into him, he just puts his arms out to stop him. But he actually pushes him. Fernandez, you can see his motion of his arms. He does that. Right, we're out for the second half. Is there any changes? No, nothing yet. God forbid, people. Come on. Let's get an early goal. First 15 minutes of this second half. Right, Maresca, do something. Change something, please. Please show me you've changed something. If you haven't, then fucking God forbid. Right, so, kick off. Chelsea, Jorgensen, kicking from left to right. Ball's gone forward and Nkunku's in the same position straight off the bat. We win second ball back to Casido. Casido looking for an out ball. He comes wide right to Gusto, just inside Brighton's half. Centre circles is Colwill. Cucurella. Jadon Sancho picks it up on the byline. Press straight away. So back to Cucurella. Back to Levi Colwill. He's at the drop inside his own half. Give himself a bit of space. So there's the ball. Nkunku is playing through the middle at the moment, up against the centre-back, but he's occupying them. He's giving them a problem, and we win the second ball. Chalobah, we're coming forward now. Chalobah, right-hand side. Neto's on the outside. Neto, two defenders up against him. Plays a stupid ball inside. It's too short. Belieber's gone against Gusto. He's caught Gusto, and the referee's given a free kick. The ball from Neto was pony. It was just 50-50. Loose ball. And Gusto's actually done well with it. He's got himself a foul from Belieber. He's trodden his toe by the looks of it. Anyway, he's onto his rib cage. Right, so free kick, 30 yards from goal. Literally, the position of the ball is level with the edge of the penalty box, this near side. Brighton defending their edge of their penalty box. Bit of pushing and shoving. Cucurella's gone flying. And Nkunku's just spun off to the back post. Cross comes in towards the back post. Free header. Cole will glance it away from Nkunku. He collects it by the corner flag, but the referee's given offside. Brilliant. Honestly, this is unbearable. They're all offside. Yeah, you're right. Messi, you're right. As the ball come in, they're all offside, all four of them. Anyway, it cuts back from the replay to Brighton possession given away, and we collect the ball deep inside our own half. Colwill finds Chalobah, right-hand side of centre. Chalobah. Byline, halfway line, Neto. Player up his arse straight away, so back to Chalobah. Back to Colwill. Cucurella, deep inside of our half, and Brighton just defend their own half, so he steps forward 20 yards. Then gives it to Enzo. Plays a long high ball looking for Neto. Brighton clear it. Belieber, Hinchelwood. Welbeck, time to bring the ball down. Well done, Colwill wins it off him. Malo Gusto now, inside Brighton's half. Trying to go up the line, but stops, turns back. Well done, gives himself some space. Casido, halfway line. Enzo, centre circle, collects it. Looking for a run. Sancho's asking for it. He's played it too late. Palmer, shut down by Brighton straight away as soon as he gets the ball. But he's managed to nick back the ball, win it back, and it's gone back to Colwill inside Chelsea's half. Nkunku touch map. Everything is wide. There's nothing in or around the box. Right, Sancho collects the ball. 1-2 with Enzo. Loose ball though. Sancho's up against Minte. Minte wins it off him. Goes around two challenges. Deep inside his own half, Minte. Sancho back at him. Holding him up. And we've won it. Well done. Enzo's won it off him. Enzo just won a free kick. Oh, he hasn't. Veltman's just caught Enzo Fernandez in the face. The Veltman's stopped straight away and put the ball out of place. Veltman's put his hands across his face. He's forearmed him in his face. So Enzo's gone straight down. Referee didn't even give a free kick for it. Veltman's put it out of play for a goal kick. Enzo can't really believe this. So it's a Chelsea throw-in. So they're asking for us to give the ball back. And we're not. We're not going to give it back. So we're probably getting booed now. But we're not going to throw the ball back to them. Anyway, we've gone back to our halfway line. So when the play breaks down, Brighton are going to go mad because we didn't give the ball back to them. Anyway, Brighton have won back possession from us. And then Nkunku. They've won it again. Belieber. Hinchelwood. Wide left to Lamptey. Inside his own half. Plays the ball at the line just over halfway to Matoma. Up against Chalobah. Little 1-2 give and goes from Brighton. Chelsea trying to tuck in and win challenges. Brighton, a little play, little 10-yard triangles has gone back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea have done well with their press, trying to pressurise the player with the ball, forcing them backwards. Cole Palmer's working his arse off here. Casido's been booked already, and he's just slid. Oh, it was Chalobah. I thought it was Casido. Deary me. Free kick to Brighton. Taken quickly, looking for the ball over the top to Minte against Cucurella. He's got there, Minte. Edge of the penalty box, right-hand side. To the byline. He comes back on himself. Lays the ball edge of the box to Rutter. But leaning back, launches the ball over the bar. Big raking ball over the top. He was too slow to react to it. It always baffles me, right? So we're in February now. Been working with the players for what? 6 months? July? Longer than that? It's like a team of individuals here, not a proper team. Oh, fucking. So we're playing up from the back. Oh, Sancho, well done. We played up the left-hand side here. Sancho, little 1-2 in Nkunku. Nkunku's pass was bad, but Sancho's made the most of it. Cross comes in from Enzo Maresca. There's a penalty spot. Away by Brighton. Nkunku played a bad ball to Jadon Sancho. Brighton player nicked in front of him but fell over. Referee said play on, so Sancho picked up and carried on going forward. Anyway, Brighton have cleared it. It's come back to the halfway line. Chalobah, right inside of centre. Wide right to Neto. But as he looks up, he's got one player moving, Malo Gusto. Nobody else is. So he has to go backwards. Cole Palmer's dropping in to get hold of the ball, try and create something from nothing. He's taken on Hinshelwood and done well with it. Hinshelwood just pulled him back. Palmer just literally just stopped running. So that's a booking. Putting the shirt is a booking, is it not? Anyway, didn't give it. Casido. 51 gone. Casido, dead centre, halfway inside their half. Brighton, everyone behind the ball, playing narrow. So we're going outside. Enzo, wide left. He's got Sanchez outside, cuts back inside Enzo. No option, has to come back. And he's putting his arms out, Enzo, saying, give me an option, someone. Malo Gusto. Neto goes up the line. Gusto comes back inside again to trouble and goes nowhere. Cucurella back to Colwell. This is boring. But up front, they're not moving. They all just stand there. Now Chalobah plays the ball over the top, looking for Neto's run. He flicks the header on to no one. They half clear it as far as Gusto. He collects it edge of the penalty box. Gusto has to come back. Chalobah has to go inside. Casido. Cucurella. Give it to Sancho. Right, take him on, Sancho. Up the line to Cucurella. He's had to hold the ball up with Rutter up his back. Back to Sancho. Enzo. Back to Casido. Brighton looking to just shut us out. They are at the minute. We're getting nothing from no one. Right, they half clear it. We pick up the loose ball. Enzo. Ball over the top looking for a run of Malo Gusto as a centre forward. Headed away by Brighton. Cucurella. Jadon Sancho. 10 yards from the byline. Left-hand side. High inside their area here. Their half, I should say. Casido finds Sancho. Level the edge of the penalty box. Left-hand side. Ball looking to try and get Cucurella in behind. He can't get there. Tackled by Minte. It's out play for a Chelsea corner. Good pressure from us anyway. The Cucurella and Veltman are out after it. Corner taken short quickly to Palmer. Back to Enzo. Cross comes into no one. Straight down the goalkeeper's throat. We have no plan B. Brighton just sitting in. Sitting in with 8 players around the edge of their box, and we can't go anywhere. And it's just, there's lack of ideas. A long way to go. Come on. Anyway, Brighton launch the ball forward. Cole wins a header. They pick up second ball. Rutter, wide right, looking for Minte. Running at Cucurella. Chelsea dropping in. Sancho doing well to get back in and help out. Back to Veltman. Inside of our half still. Back to the halfway line with Van Hecke. Webster collects it. Left-hand side of centre. Goes one more to Lamptey. Up the line left-hand side to Matoma. 1-2 Hinshelwood. But going backwards inside his own half. Keep on a possession. Belieber collects it off of Webster. Van Hecke back to the goalkeeper. Nkunku playing up top through the middle. Makes a difference. Lamptey against Neto. Neto's doing well against him at the minute. Going all the way backwards, Lamptey. Launch the ball forward. Chalobah trying to win it with with Danny Welbeck, and he can't. But well done. A referee, no way. He's just jostling him. He's just jostling him to try and win the ball off him, and they give a free kick for it. Calaba's just saying to referees, he booked for it, I'm not sure. Enzo's laughing at the referee's decision. Now he's having to go to the full official. Anyway, Brighton free kick inside their own half. Right, launch forward. Free for Gusto. Heads it up in the air inside Brighton's half. Enzo leans on the player, but referee says play on. Head tennis. It comes picked up by Casido. Back to Chalobah. Back to Gusto. Shut down by Matoma, but does well. It looked like he was going to go back to the goalkeeper, and Brighton telegraphed it, but he turned the other way. But Matoma shut him down. Anyway, Chelsea throwing taken quickly. Chalobah. Colwell in the D outside his own penalty box here. We're 20 yards deep in Brighton's players at the minute. Cucurella comes inside. Casido. Press straight away. Back to Colwell. Imagine what I'm going to say now, can't you? Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now looking for a ball inside. He's got one to Gusto. Loose first touch from him. Has to go around Mitoma. Right, ball is Casido. Now go one more quickly. He goes inside to Fernandez and outside to Cucurella. There you go. There's the ball. There's the run. Nkunku in between defenders. Inside the penalty box, left-hand side. Tries to get across the way. Blocked off and Veltman puts it out for another corner to Chelsea. But that's what I want to see Nkunku doing. Make that run of the channel. Give us an option because we haven't had one. Corner from Chelsea, left-hand side. Enzo Maresca to take it. No, he ain't. Enzo Fernandez to take it. Right foot in swinger. Come on, Enzo. Drop it. Not down the goalkeeper's throat. Cross comes in. Near post. Held away. Up in the air by Veltman. Matoma gets more on it. Palmer on the edge wins it. Little 1-2 with Sancho. Palmer. Good ball out wide right to Neto. Plenty in the box here. Neto, get your cross in. He does. Cross comes in, held away by Van Hecker. And then Gusto just goes charging the back of Rutter. Why do that? He's going nowhere. Why have you got to just rush into the back of someone and give a stupid free kick away? Rutter's got his back to goal. He sees Gusto coming, but you can see Gusto goes in like that on him. They're both down injured. It's stupid. Chelsea, so I can imagine Sky now looking at Chelsea remaining subs. There's no strikers there. We got a wealth of midfielders, but warming up right now is Dewsbury Hall, Reece James, and Samino. I think Reece James just got the nod to get back and get warmed up. I think Gusto might be done. Is he injured? Reece James going to come on. You know, you sort of sit and just think, I can't see us scoring. I can't see anything. Is there no score? Is the score not working on the screen? Oh, the score's still saying 0-0 as well. Right, I'm going to take that score off. Right, I'm taking the score off. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know why the scoreboard's not working. It's a joke. Anyway, so it's 2-0 to Brighton with 58 minutes gone. I'm going to go back to StreamYard, I think. It's just shocking. This is shocking. Anyway, Brighton come forward. Gusto's still on at the moment. Well, he's on the sideline waiting to come back on. So Neto's dropped in the right back and Brighton are playing little 1-2s. God, Jesus. They got the ball inside their own half here. They've gone up to halfway. They've played a ball inside to Matoma and Lamptey's on his bike. And Matoma's just got the little flick over to him wrong. Otherwise, Lamptey was in. Right, Gusto's now back on the pitch, taking the throw in. Deep inside our own half here. Back to Chalobah. He's going to go back to the goalkeeper. Collects it by a 6-yard box. Being pressed by Danny Welbeck. So he goes out wide left here. to Cucurella. Does well, Cucurella against Minte to hold him off. Plays it into Cole Palmer. Tries to turn the centre-back coming up against him, but loses his foot in Cole Palmer. Back to the goalkeeper. Launches it forward. Easy for Gusto. Heads it just down to Neto, but he can't get it because Lamptey's there first. Then Matoma up against Gusto, goes around him. Tries to play a ball first time, but well done Chalobah to read it. Then Chalobah gives the ball away. Belieber driving forward, edge of our box, shoots. Left-footed, deflected. Left-hand side of the box. It comes out to Welbeck. Matoma. Right corner of the penalty box. Beyond him goes Lamptey. Cross comes in, back towards the penalty spot. Castillo reads it, clears it to Gusto. Gusto to Neto. Neto to Cole Palmer. Back to Neto. Neto driving forward, over halfway. Two defenders against him. Has to hold the ball up. And then Webster beats him and Palmer to the ball. Palmer's after Belieber. Brighton trying to play through us. Well done, Neto, to win the ball off him. But it sort of deflects away. Now Rutter collects this loose ball. Three Chelsea players around him. Can't win it off him. Rutter, wide right now is Veltman. About 5 yards outside of our box. Well done, Sancho. He's forced him back to halfway. Good boy. Well done, Nkunku, for shutting him down as well. Well done. Back to the goalkeeper. Chelsea look busy. They look busier than they have been the whole game. But we're still struggling to create anything. Brighton, little 10-yard balls. Back to the keeper, back to Webster, inside to Belieber. First time ball comes out to Lamptey. Lamptey's on his bike. Out left-hand side is Matoma on the byline. Right, inside of our half now. Halfway inside is Lamptey. Lamptey gets it back from Belieber. Chelsea just puffing at the minute. Hinshawwood, it's easy for Brighton. It's so easy at the minute. There's such a gap between our attacking players and our defenders at the minute. You've got to close the space up. Well done, Nkunku. He's working hard up there. He's actually up there now, thank fucking God. So the goalkeeper plays it forward to Rutu, holds off Cole and plays a 1-2. It comes left-hand side to Matoma, driving up against Gusto, edge of the penalty box. He comes inside right foot, tries to get a ball inside, deflected away, and Cole picks up the loose ball. Tries to play away and just gives it to Veltman. Referee saying no foul. Cole's on the floor. He's sitting there. Minte up against Jadon Sancho. Comes inside left foot. Danny Welbeck. 1-2 in Minte. Minte back inside Cucurella. He's fucking scored again. He's scored again, Minte. It's 3-0. My God, Cucurella. He's literally corner of the 6-yard box. And Cucurella sells himself again. Just stand up. The fucking golden rule. As a kid, you're told, don't dive in, stand up. Make people play the ball around you. But he dives in. And Minte just goes around him again. So we sort of deflect. So Danny Welbeck, he puts an arm on Colwell. Colwell gives the ball away, falling over, thinks he needs a free kick. It isn't. Minte collects it. He's up against Sancho. He's sort of level the penalty spot, wide right of the penalty box. He gives the ball inside to Danny Welbeck, and then Welbeck plays him back in. So when Minte collects the ball, he is literally corner of the 6-yard box. Cucurella goes out to him to challenge him and sells himself again. Right, Cucurella comes back to challenge him, just sells himself. It's just so fucking easy. The goalkeeper's been at his near post. It's Jesus Christ. I don't see where we're going to score any goals here. I've got no clue what's happening. Saints now kicking off with Colwell. Nice Casino and Van Eyck, is it? What is it? So Enzo and Danny Welbeck. Reece James is on now. There's Melvin off about something. He's already booked Casino. This is just embarrassing. Neto's off. George is on. Gusto's off. with Reece James. And Dewsbury Hall's coming on. But Casilo's coming off. Says it all, doesn't it? Says it all. Casilo's coming off. Enzo got booked. Dewsbury Hall work his arse off. I agree with you, Woodshedder. Anyway, we kick off. Back to Colwell, who went down looking for a free kick. It was nowhere near a free kick, by the way. When you see a replay, Welbeck puts his arm on him. Don't push him. Colwell just fell over as he gave the ball away. I don't know why he's kicking off. It's a bullshit from fucking Colwell. Anyway, we got the ball deep inside our own half here. Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez, Colwell, inside to Reece James, playing, in that inside position. Chalobah gets a lucky deflection from Matoma back to him. Reece James lost the ball, got fouled straight away, lost the ball. Anyway, referee's given a free kick deep inside our own half here. So, Sancho's left, Tyreek George on the right-hand side, Nkunku through the middle. Palmer picks up the ball on halfway and goes through two players, plays it wide right to George. George up against Lamptey, holds it up, gives it to Reece James. Chalobah, Enzo, plays it to feet and Nkunku, drops off the attacking line, links up the play with Reece James. Cole Palmer, he's got no options. He's got one George moving, can't find him. He's looking for another one, hasn't got one. He plays it into Dewsbury Hall, dummies it to no one. Deary me. He thought someone was with him, Sancho. Anyway, Brighton trying to play the ball long and give it away. Match stats, second half, no shots at all from Chelsea. Anyway, we pick up the ball deep. Reece James, bottom of the centre circle, looking for the ball over the top. He's got one. He's got a run from George and plays him in. Loose touch from George. Will Lamptey get there? No, George beats him to it. Well done. Holds the ball up with him as well. Well done, George. Reece James puts his one of those touches where he's going to put a cross in. Doesn't. Gives it to Cole Palmer. Hinshaw has a go at him. Holds him off. Goes wide left to Jadon Sancho. Sancho trying to beat the defender. He can't. He goes out for a corner. Minte and Lamptey on the wings have been working so hard. We've got nothing off them, either of them, the whole game. We've got to do better. We've got to be better. Anyway, corner from the right-hand side, left-hand side. And Reece James is going to take it. In swinger. Near post. Defended easy. Up in the air from Hinshelwood. Chalobah tries to get there. Then Nkunku goes down under a challenge. No one's given anything. Brighton put out a play for a throw-in. He's having a look at the referee for something. I don't know what he's asking for. Anyway, we take the throw-in quickly. George to Dewsbury Hall to Enzo. Reece James, Chalobah to Colwell. Cucurella, Sancho. Inside their halfway. Inside the penalty box. Nkunku back to Sancho. Can he get there? He can't. The ball's a bit too far in front of him. Bit too far ahead of him. Unlucky. At least we look busy. We look busy, but it's fucking too late. 3-0 down. I'll put a text thing up on here. Anyway, back to the game. Not to worry about doing all that. Anyway, we've had possession. Trying to get forward. Brighton half clear it. Just launch it up in the air. We win second ball. Cucurella finds Dewsbury Hall. Finds Sancho. Tucking inside. There's someone down onto their head. Rutter in the centre circle. Referee's blown up. He's onto his head. Colwell. He's got his hands on his back. Cole's caught him, unfortunately. An accident, but he's caught in the back of the head. Honestly, you just sit and just think, I can take it if we play well. We never put up a fight, and it's even worse than it was last week. It was bad. Last week was bad enough. This week, imagine the reaction. Anyway, we've gone back to the goalkeeper. Give it to Trevor Chalobah. Cole Palmer, back to Chalobah. Back to the goalkeeper. Brighton's still pressing us, still working hard to shut us down. Colwill, Nkunku holds it up. Under pressure, gives it back to Chalobah. Nkunku. Enzo Fernandez. We haven't got an out ball, so Fernandez has to hold it up under pressure. Belieber does well, though, with it, to be fair. Back to Colwill. Colwill to Reece James. Colwill just outside of our box. Reece James about 5 yards further forward. There's a run. George over the top. George is played in by Reece James, right hand side. Good ball. George collects it by the byline. Comes in towards the penalty spot. The penalty box does well. George takes on two. Well, he beat Tariq Lamptey and he's come in to try and beat another one. Just get the ball in. Just put it on the penalty spot. There's people there waiting. He did well, really well to collect it. Good run. Good ball over the top. Corner taken quickly by Cole Palmer. Back to Reece James. Back to Palmer. Launches it. Left-footed. Curler. In-swinger. Held away by Brighton again. Under literally 6 yard box. Webster heads it away. Another corner for Chelsea. 71 minutes gone. So looking at Lewis Dunk, who's smiling and laughing and joking inside the stands. Great. Cole Palmer with another Chelsea corner from the left-hand side. Right-hand side, sorry. Left foot in-swinger. One arm aloft. Goes towards the near post, too low. Palmer's going to get a second chance. Up against Veltman, I think it is. Takes him on. Is he beating him? He's done well. Oh, he hasn't. Veltman's done well to read it. Reece James, cross comes in high towards the back post. Enzo can't get there. Cross comes in from Sancho to nobody. Matoma collects it and just plays it. And they're away. Brighton are away again, left-hand side. They've got 2-on-1. It's Dewsbury Hall playing centre-back. Matoma just got free rein to run at the box. My God, Dewsbury Hall was covering the runner and just moving away from Matoma. Matoma just walked into the penalty box and shot straight at the goalkeeper, down his throat. Deary me. Chelsea getting desperate here. Absolute fucking desperate here. So Palmer and Lamptey having it now because Lamptey's not moving out of the way. Referee's going to book Tariq Lamptey. He hasn't booked him. He's just talking about a substitution for Brighton. But Matoma, he's run from deep inside his own half into the penalty box. Dewsbury Hall's moved away from him. And he just looks and just shoots straight at the goalkeeper. Easiest chance he probably had. Easy in the goal he scored. Straight on the goalkeeper's throat. The Brighton going to bring on João Pedro. Rutter's gone off. And somebody else. Hinshaw's gone off. Gomez is on. Anyway. 73 gone. About 20 minutes to go. Can we turn it round? Our possession gone back to the goalkeeper, Jorgensen. Looking for an out ball. Reece James. Chalobah. Right inside the penalty box. Back to the goalkeeper, takes one touch, then launches it. Straight to Brighton player. Oh, dearie me. To João Pedro. Edge of the penalty box. Straight to him. He takes a touch. It bounces up. And he should have scored. Messi, you're right. He should have scored. But he's just blasted it over the bar. Bad ball from Jorgensen. My God. Just launched it straight up in the air. Deary me. It's shocking. It is woeful from Chelsea. It's absolutely woeful. You hope for a reaction, and we haven't got one. What we've got is even worse. Anyway, Chelsea come forward. Dewsbury Hall finds Nkunku, holds it up, goes back to Colwill. Enzo, centre circle, inside of our half, gives it wide right to Trevor Chalobah. Out to Tyreek George in front of the benches, collects it, gives it inside to Reece James playing in that inside position when we have the ball. James. Cole Palmer to be able to turn. Holds off Matoma. Matoma gets a foot in but fouls Cole Palmer. Free kick, 35 yards from goal, dead centre. And we waste it. We try to do something with it. Dewsbury Hall picks it up, well done. Cucurella out to Sancho. Level the edge of the penalty box, left-hand side. Tries to beat Minte, can't. Minte just nicks the ball off him and then drags Cucurella into a challenge and then just gets the foul off Cucurella. Easy. So easy. Brighton are a proper team. They're a team that know each other's roles, what they're doing, how to defend as a unit, how to break forward, to play the right ball. We just look like we're clueless. Absolute fucking clueless here. Anyway, Brighton play out from the back, but have to go back to the goalkeeper. And he launches one straight down the throat of Enzo Fernandez, who heads it forwards to nobody. Brighton collect the loose ball. Lamptey, under pressure from George, inside his own half, deep inside his own half. Up the line, João Pedro. Chalobah's up his back, trying to hold him off. Well done, Chalobah. He's won it. Dewsbury Hall win that, and he does. Well done. Referee's going to free kick against Chalobah again. It's a joke. It's a joke, referee. Jesus Christ. Honestly. Anyway, Brighton got a free kick, taken quickly, launched high by Webster, looking for Matoma against Reece James. Reece James wins the first ball. Welbeck wins the second ball. João Pedro out to Matoma. Level the edge of the penalty box, left-hand side, our right-hand side. Back to Lamptey. Handball, George. Handball. He's put his arm out. It's fucking hit him on his arm by the byline. It's a free kick to Brighton. Level the edge of our box, left-hand side. The referee's going to make use of his little bit of spray. Even though Chelsea, there's one person there for the wall. He's just put spray around the ball, out by the byline, and he's pacing out 10 yards. What's the fucking point? And the Nkunku's going, can I not stand over there? You have to stand behind the line, please. Anyway, Minte's going to take it. 77 minutes gone. Minte, one arm aloft. Chelsea defending the penalty spot. Cross comes in towards the back post. Near post. Head over the bar by João Pedro. Free header, near post. Headed over. Got to drown my sorrows, unfortunately. This is woeful. Anyway, we play out from the back. Goalkeeper finds Chalobah, launches it high, up to halfway, where Nkunku's not going to win the header. He doesn't. We win second ball. Fernandez finds Dewsbury Hall. Good first ball. Link trying to just get a little dink ball past the defender. Out to Jadon Sancho, but he can't. He's gone out for a throw-in. Throw-in to Brighton. So easy for Brighton. One of the easiest games of the season for them. Anyway, they take the throw and gone back to Van Hecker, back to the goalkeeper. Left-hand side is Webster. Chelsea funneling across. Webster launched one to halfway line. Cole wins the first ball. Belieber wins second ball. Tries to play a raking ball over the top to Minte, but Cucurella's covered it off. Back to the goalkeeper. Edge of the box, plays it out to Cucurella. Up the line. Dewsbury Hall collects it. Inside to Enzo. Enzo Fernandez, forward. Nkunku, halfway line. Holds off Van Hecker, but Van Hecker gets in there second time and wins the ball off him, but then Chelsea do well to win it back. We've had no shots on target the whole game. Right, Chalobah collects it. Reece James, playing middle of midfield by the looks of it. James, trying to find Palmer. Plays a loose ball and Brighton pick the ball up. James then wins second ball. Well done, Reece James. Driving forward. Edge of the penalty box, right hand side. Outside of it is George. Cross comes in towards the penalty spot. Headed away by Brighton and volleyed away by Belieber. Only as far as Chalobah. Nicks in front of Danny Welbeck and finds Enzo Fernandez. Halfway inside Brighton's half. Palmer drops in, says, give me the ball. Takes on two Brighton players. Tries to get around him, but can't. They win it off him. But then Enzo, trying to get with João Pedro, fouls him. Chelsea frustrations coming out. Enzo's booked already, don't forget. He says fouled again. I think Casillas was taken off because he was mouthing off. There was a stat that brought up before the game kicked off. So Cole Palmer since December, mid-December or whatever it was, 9 games, 3 goals, no assists yet. He's not going to assist today either because there's nothing happening. Anyway, we tried to go forward. Brighton play up to halfway. We then sort of knock the ball down. They launch it up. Right, looking for Minte. He's got himself goal side against Cucurella. Edge of the penalty box. He holds it, but he's offside. And now Minte and Cucurella are getting at it. 80 minutes gone. Referee's booked Minte. Good. Book him. Mouthy little bastard. Come on now, Chelsea. Do something. He's got 2 of the easiest goals he's got to score in football against us, unfortunately. Anyway, Reece James collects the ball. Dead centre. Collects it inside of our half from Chalobah. Gives it back to him. Enzo says, give him the ball. Bottom of the centre circle. He collects it. Enzo looking for a run. Looking for someone. People are pushed up too high. He's got no option. The option he's got is Cucurella left and gives it to him. But then Cucurella goes shut down. Straight back to Colwill. He goes one more out to Chalobah. He's got George up the line, and inside he's got Reece James. 1-2 with James. Inside to Colwill. Enzo tries to play a ball forward. Fernandez to George's run. Finds nobody. The rest of the players just standing still up top. James goes into a challenge. Does well to win it. Now Sancho pings up loose ball, but turns back on himself and goes back to Cucurella. Halfway inside their half now. Dead centre is Dewsbury Hall. Little dink ball inside to Cole Palmer. Enzo gives the ball away. Now João Pedro trying to get through Chelsea players. We converge on him, win it back inside of our own half. Palmer halfway line. Gets it back from Reece James. Enzo Fernandez. Reece James, centre circle. George makes another run. Ignored, but covered off by Lamptey. Left-hand side is Cucurella. Enzo gets it back from Nkunku. Get up front, Nkunku. Make the run. There's no one there making fucking runs. So we get the ball to Cole Palmer. He's crowded out by midfielders. He's gone down onto his ankle. Referee's given nothing. And then Minte's won it again. It's Baliba's won it. Baliba's had a great game. Inside to Matoma. Little 1-2 of Welbeck. Finds Gomez. He goes back to Webster. Halfway line. Chelsea half-hearted. Trying to challenge him, and Cole Palmer brings him down. On the halfway line. Chelsea fans going home. Making their way home. 82 minutes, 44 seconds gone. Yeah. Good stat there on the chat from Nicolas Cage. It come up on it come up on the screen a minute ago. When it was 80 minutes gone, Brighton 152 successful passes, Chelsea 525, Brighton 3-0 up. So Brighton have now got the luxury of bringing off Danny Welbeck, but Baliba has had an outstanding game to bring on Ayari and O'Reilly. Chelsea have got no plan B. But again, I just want to tell you again, this is on the manager and Nkunku's position again. Because just the way we play, playing inside all the time. Fullback coming inside to an already condensed midfield. We've got no attacking focal point up front. They haven't taken the free kick yet. Now they're taking it after all the substitutions. 84 minutes gone. Brighton just knocking the ball about amongst themselves inside their own half. Then long ball over the top. There's a runner, João Pedro. He's brought Chalobah with him. Left-hand side, going beyond him, up to the byline. Into the penalty box, left-hand side. Chalobah holds him up. He plays back out to the edge. Ball over the top. There's a runner. Saved by Jorgensen. Good block. Sancho trying to play out. Brighton win it back again. Shot over the bar this time. Chelsea's players so telegraphed, honestly. Jadon Sancho's doing it now. Oh, my God. Veltman was the run. He was onside. Ball over the top. Veltman He actually hit the post. He flicked it around the goalkeeper. It should be 5. Well, 4 or 5. Oh, the goalkeeper did well. The goalkeeper pushed onto the post, I think. Anyway, back to live play. Even Brighton fans are going home. It's that boring. So, Enzo Fernandez, long ball over the top, looking for Cole Palmer's run. Can't get there. Brighton half clear it. Matoma picks up a loose ball. Brighton little 10-yard triangles beyond us. Can we get there? No, we can't. Tariq George, well done. He's tracked back really well there. And in the right back position to win the ball. Well done. Reece James is playing like in the middle of midfield at the minute with Enzo Fernandez. We're playing a back 3. Cucurella, Jadon Sancho had no effect on the game at all. Playing a long ball forward, looking for a run of Dewsbury Hall. And Brighton half clear it. We then win back possession, Reece James. Back to Colwell. 85 minutes, 47 seconds gone. Please, someone put me out my misery. It's a joke. And social media and YouTube will be like wildfire tonight. James finds Nkunku inside their half. Driving forward to the edge of the penalty box. Left-hand side is Jadon Sancho. Cooper on the outside. Gives it to him. Pulls it back to the penalty spot. Nobody there. Just Brighton players. They half clear. Chalobah's done well to beat João Pedro to it. Colwell. Chalobah. Inside Brighton's half. Halfway inside their half. Tariq George collects it. But he's got 2 banks of Brighton defenders up against him. As soon as they lose possession, they all get behind the ball, Brighton. All of them. In their defensive shape. Straight away. And by doing it, we can't go anywhere. We're just playing amongst our back 4 at the minute. And now we come to Reece James. Ball over the top to Tariq George. Good run from him. He's in down the right-hand side. Unmarked. Cross comes in towards the back post. Shot from Nkunku. Blocked off by Webster and the goalkeeper. Corner to Chelsea. That's what we should be doing all day long. It's taking Reece James to come on and do it. Ball's over the top. Was it George? Was it Nkunku's shot or was it Webster? It was Webster. Oh, no, it was. It was Nkunku. Run towards the near post. Goalkeeper put his leg out. Good move. Should be doing that whole game. He's taken this long to do it. Cole Palmer. So we're just taking the corner. We're just taking the corner short to Reece James. Back to Cole Palmer. And he's launched one to the back post. Brilliant ball in. No one's there. So Palmer's just did this. Like that. And then Reece James going to him, come on, keep your head up sort of thing. And Palmer's gone, what's the point? It's just, and the focus is all on Cole Palmer at the minute. Gary Neville, Carragher's doing the commentary, I think, so you can imagine what they're saying. Ronnie Bravo, I missed your comment earlier about putting Tosin up front. I'd have done that. Focal point. Play off him. Right, Ed Tennis at the minute. We go, they go. Sancho, ball over the top looking for Dewsbury Hall. He's in down the left-hand side, but the referee's pulled him back for something. What's he pulled him back for? Right, making another change. 88 minutes, 20 seconds gone. Give me strength. I should have stayed indoors and watched the film Valentine's Day or a romantic movie. Jesus Christ. Both goals from Minte. Watch, when you see the replays, watch Cucurella. Sells himself twice. He's had a good 8 months, Cucurella, but he's no defender. And we let Chilwell go to Palace. Never mind. So Ding was on. Anyway, Brighton long ball forward, looking for Matoma. Reece James, right back position, and heads it away. Brighton throwing. 89 minutes, 20 seconds gone. This is absolute diabolical. This is absolute fucking woeful. This really is bad. It's so bad. There's no direction. There's nothing. There's no change to tactics. There's no change. Like just trying something different. There's nothing. So Brighton we try and play forward. They launch it out to our left-hand side to Matoma again over the top. Reece James just heads it out of play. Brighton just playing out now. Just holding the possession, going back towards the halfway line. Webster. Chelsea are trying to shut him down. How long's left? Give me strength. Please say 1 minute. 6 minutes. Christ alive. Anyway, we tried to get the ball away to halfway. Brighton knock it forward. Then Cucurella gives it straight to João Pedro. And now Gomez collects the ball. Inside of our half. 10 yards inside to Lamptey. Back inside their own half. Webster. Launched long ball wide right. Looking for Dingra. Cucurella heads it out of play. Half the Brighton fans have gone home. They're like, this is done. We'll get on with our Valentines now. Done. Honestly, you've got another fucking 5.5 minutes to this. Christ. Anyway, they just hold the ball inside, well, up by the corner flag. And we managed to get a goal kick. Way! Goal kick. Put one on the board for that. Anyway. We play out from the back. So we have possession of the ball, but they're showing man of the match Matoma. Another bloke scored twice, but Matoma. Chelsea get themselves in trouble and trying to play out and trying to get themselves in trouble again. Then Reece James does well. Cucurella driving forward towards halfway. Inside to Enzo Fernandez. Draws the ball wide right to Tyreek George. Our only threat in this game, the whole fucking game, is George when he comes on. His cross is blocked at the near post. Brighton pick up second ball and play it, looking for the run of João Pedro. Covered off easy by Chalobah. Collects it, plays it up to halfway to Colwill. Brighton backing off. Enzo collects the ball. Cucurella. Enzo by the halfway line. Nkunku playing one to Nkunku, drop back to the halfway line again. Not how are you, mate? It is this fucking bullshit is what it is. One trick pony. And we're sussed. So we give the ball away. Halfway line. Brighton playing it up to João Pedro. Lays it off to Gomez coming forward. They got a runner, Lamptey, left-hand side. Plays him in. Lamptey as a shot wide left. Tyreek George couldn't get there. Got caught the wrong side. So easy for Brighton. It really is. This is just... There's no... They're just going for the motions, Chelsea. There's nothing going forward. Just... I had hope that if we had Nkunku playing up for the middle and staying there, making runs, and we'd have a chance. We'd score goals. But the way we're watching this now and the way we're playing now, I don't see us scoring. The only way we're going to score anything is from a set piece, like a free kick outside the box or something. I just can't see. Dewsbury also just been nutmegged on the halfway line, by the way. 3 minutes of injury time to go. I've checked out. Anyway, Brighton just playing little 10-yard balls. Chelsea just running around, just chasing shadows, giving up, defeated. They're still running and shutting people down, but this is just an absolute joke. This is on the manager. We are a one-trick pony, and they've sussed out how to defend against Chelsea. Brighton have played a 5-3-2, a narrow 5-3-2, and it's worked an absolute treat. Without the ball, they all tuck in, they all get back, they all get behind the ball when they lose it. Chelsea's got the ball in their own defence, in their own half at the minute. James to George, he's got no option, back inside to James. James on the halfway line, back inside to Enzo Fernandez, bottom of the centre circle. One more left is Colwill. Colwill collects it, looking for a run. He's got no one. There's people moving about 10 yards in front of him. There's no actual penetrative run. So Tyreek George collects it up against Lamptey, but he's got Matoma there with him. Chalobah, Enzo Fernandez. A minute and a half to go. Just blow the whistle, ref, please. Put me out of my misery. João Pedro just has a dig at Enzo and he reacts. He's booked already. I just can't. It's honestly. So he played the ball forward looking for Tariq George and he loses it. Lamptey comes away with it and he brings him down, Tariq George. The manager is walking around, hands in his pockets. The camera is looking at all different Chelsea players. They've gone to Nkunku, they've gone to Colwill, they've gone to James, they've gone to Fernandez. I can only imagine what Carragher and that lot are saying at the minute. This is woeful. And they were talking up fucking Diego Costa on a free. Costa's not the shadow of the person he was, but my God, someone up there. Where's Giroud? Bring Giroud back. Someone that gives us a focal point. So Brighton just playing the ball up high in our side of our half by the corner flag. We break away with the ball and then we get fouled. And then the referee blows the full-time whistle. I am literally, exactly, Dinosaurus or Dizosaurus. Where's the fight? There is none. So I'm turning the whole thing off. I'm not listening to any more of it. I'm not watching any more of it either. It's just... I'm lost for words for this. I'm absolutely lost for words for this. Now, I'm going to keep this going for a little bit. The thing is, right, you have a game like that, you go and sit back inside the changing room with the manager. And the manager's got to give his speech or whatever. A few people say whatever they've got to say, but apparently I'm struggling. I'm struggling to actually compose myself because we know the cards we've been dealt, right? We haven't got a striker, recognised number 9. So you got to make do, and Chelsea players going over to Chelsea fans that are remaining, that's still there. And some Chelsea fans are clapping. I wouldn't clap them. I wouldn't clap them. I would make it clear that it's not good enough. We were a fucking club that had standards here. Now, I'm not just a one-trick, but I'm not one of these fucking show ponies that have only known Chelsea or supported Chelsea since been successful. We were shit back in the day. When I started following 1980, we've been through the shit times and all this sort of stuff. But we got ourselves to a level where the levels were up here. And that was the level. And you had to reach that level and be at that level in training every single day. And if you wasn't at that level, you weren't good enough. Like your De Bruyne's at the time and your Salahs at the time weren't at the level. JT talks about it. And we are nowhere near that level. Now, right now, people talking about Clown Lake and all this, right? Okay, I'll get it. But this has nothing to do with the performance right now. What we're talking about right now is the manager and the players that have gone and travelled to Brighton for the second time in 6 days that have been embarrassed. Bad enough on Saturday, but tonight is even worse. So you've literally got a situation where you're a professional player. I've got to turn it off on my phone as well, by the way. I had it on my phone as a backup in case, but I ain't fucking watching that. So Enzo spoke about free transfers and he said, no, we're going to stick with what we got. We're going to work with what we got. And not a shot on target, not in the whole game. It says a lot, doesn't it? So work with what we got. So for me, I keep saying it. I've said it to him, fucking blue in the face. You put Nkunku up front and he makes runs in between defenders the whole game. Every time we put the ball up and lift our head up and look for a pass, he makes that run. Torres-esque. Torres at Liverpool-esque. He used to do the same sort of thing. There was an understanding When there's a look up, he goes and they play him in. That's what we should have been doing the whole game. The whole first half. You keep making those runs because defenders have then got to try and cover, make them in between, right side, left side, and keep playing him in. Keep turning them round. Balls over the top. Balls in between. Because we've got to keep turning them round. Because they're flat 5. You put balls in between them, you turn them round, you create space. You create fucking space. But we didn't. And we kept doing this fucking bollocks. It was so clear from the beginning. Flat 5 at the back, 3 and 2, a narrow formation. So we got to keep wide, keep playing the ball wide, keep making the pitch big, and then take them on when you get a chance or get an overlap because you've got no one you're dealing with as a fullback. But honestly, we keep getting hold of the ball and we keep coming inside, or we're getting Malo Gusto to step inside in midfield and make an already condensed crowd area even fucking worse. You got Nkunku dropping off in the first half, playing in the Mason Mount fucking pocket on the right-hand side, where you've got the midfielders giving the ball, and 10 yards to his right-hand side, he's got Neto there. But Nkunku doesn't need to be there. You're asking Cole Palmer, and it's got to be from the manager, Cole Palmer to go and play pushed up and play the highest person of our fucking attack with his back to goal, up against the defender, where he can't influence the game. I just don't understand it. And it comes from the manager. The manager has got to be strong enough to say, right, we need to change it. Nkunku, as I said to you at half time, Nkunku, you go up top. Don't keep coming inside. Gusto, you play as a flat back 4. 2 fullbacks stay as fullbacks. Or supporting fullbacks. Get them forward when you can. Don't come inside to an already condensed crowd area because you're playing into their hands. Make the pitch big. Get forward. Take them on. Even if you're not successful, keep doing it. Keep going time and time again. Nkunku, keep making those runs to show in the channels or in behind. Balls over the top. And change it up. But we don't change it up. The manager can't change it up. The manager's got no fucking plan B. So it's just the same old shit time and time again. And Brighton is sitting there going, this is so easy. I haven't got to drop off as a centre-back. This is all in front of me. It's all going this way. It's all going this way. And when they do come forward, we're going to press them. We're going to step in front and win it off them. And it's so easy. It is so easy. And Chelsea were embarrassed today. I thought Saturday was bad enough. But tonight is 10 times worse. And what makes it even worse for me is you've got a fucking 5 days to prepare that game. Now, Maresca is renowned for his preparation, blah, 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 right? His tactics, his preparation, is renowned for it. When it doesn't work, it's like he's a process man. He can't get it. Well, in my mind, the method should work. If it doesn't work, change it. I can't. I can't change it. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. I've got no other option. So, that was absolutely demoralising, embarrassing, no shots on target. The one person that we've got that can play in that position is playing deep in the whole first half. Second half, he was pushed up and we looked a little bit more of a threat. But by then, the game had gone. And I'm just baffled. I'm just shocked by that. I really thought we'd get a reaction. I really, really did. I just can't. I can't, for the life of me, understand how you just, you sit and you think, right, we've got these issues, we've got problems. How do we fix it? What can we do different? What can we do that can change the game? And as a manager, you're employed to, as I said to you at half time, you're employed to prepare the team. You're employed to do the tactics. You're employed to pick the team. You're employed to motivate the players. And at half time or on the sideline, influence the game from there with tactical switches, tactical changes or substitutions. But when you do like for like, when it's not happening and it's not fucking working, then what is the fucking point? Now, I want to say this and take you back to Antonio Conte days, right? Now, that was the last season I went every single fucking home game, the whole season. And Antonio Conte, there was a game we were playing against West Brom, and Tony Pulis' West Brom, horrible team, that sat with 10 players behind the ball, or 11 behind the ball, right? And they sat with a low block the whole time. They weren't interested in going forward. They turned up for a point. And we were trying everything in that game. But Antonio Conte on the sideline, he started off with one formation and he made a tactical substitution. And every time he did, he changed the formation. He changed the shape to try and force the result, to try and force the game. And that's your elite manager level. That can identify something's not working, I'll make a tactical switch, and I'll make that change. And Antonio Conte, in that game at home, in that season where we won the league, 2016, wherever it was, look at the record, we beat West Brom 1-0, and that was because a ball went down the wing, you had Costa go over, barge the defender off the ball, tuck inside and launch it into the top corner. But the only reason that happened was because the tactical change that we made, the defender was isolated, whereas they were comfortable in a low block. That's the sign of a good manager. A manager that can sit and look at a game and think, right, this ain't working. Right, what options have I got to change it? What can I do to force a result? To give the opposition something different to think about. That's what good managers do. But when you sit there and as an opposing player, someone comes on and goes in the same position, holding the same shape, it's so fucking easy. And at the minute, everything is in front of defenders playing against us. Everything's in front of them. Nothing's in behind. Nothing's making them turn back and spin off and have to cover off 10 yards because they've got to cover a long ball over the top. And it's so easy. So I'm not talking about the ownership. I've had my say on the ownership. They've got to go. The idiots, the sporting directors have got to go. The transfer window and sign another fucking midfielder based on data and nobody else. Well, we're now exposed because we've got no centre forward because we needed one and we didn't go and sign one because the two sporting directors are fucking idiots, wherever they are. They ain't got a fucking clue. They're in it because they're being dictated by Begdali, Ed Bag, whatever his name is, Beardad and Clearlake on buying players based on data that have got potential to build them up and sell them on for money, for business. They're not interested in the football side of it. I hope they're watching this shit right now and they're looking at our situation and thinking, oh, we should listen to the fans. We should listen to Todd Bowley. We should listen to the, what's common sense. We need a goalkeeper, centre-back and a centre-forward. But what do? What do we fucking do? We buy someone we've never heard of based on data because that's what we do. Lienzo, you're right. The only thing for me that we're gonna sort this out is by sorting out what's going on in that dressing room and what's going on at the club. Because what you got to do is you got to install the mentality. Would anyone of the likes of Cech, Terry, Drogba, Lampard, Ballack, Essien, Ashley Cole, would they have settled for that performance tonight? That laboured performance? Would they have settled for that? It's a different time, but I'm talking about standards. The standards are not there. But it starts with the manager. He's got to change it. He has to have a plan B, and he ain't got one. It then starts with the players and the leaders in the team to get people going. It's got to be different. Something's got to be different. It has to be. And it isn't. It's too laboured. It's too slow. It's too predictable. And the fact that Nkunku again was dropping fucking deep when he's the only one that needs to stay forward, as I keep saying, that's on the manager. In what world would you say Cole Palmer's the play pushed up against defenders? Because it takes away his game. Cole Palmer's game is about looking around him, bit of space, and seeing a pass straight away. But when you sit there with Cole Palmer and he's got his arse He's facing the play with his back to goal, and he's got defenders up against him. He can't see fuck all. All he can see is the ball coming to him. He can't influence it because he can't see the picture. Put him in a position where he can see the picture. But then when he looked up tonight, he's looking for a ball, and there's no one there because Nkunku's over here or on his right hand side here, supplementing Neto. Now, let's talk about this then. The wide areas, people. Where will we be successful in wide areas? The whole game. The whole 2 games. When will we be successful? Honestly. It's just, we didn't a lot of scoring. We looked completely clueless. We looked like a team that knew it weren't working. The players, their body language, they just looked as though, get the ball wide and try and do something. It's just a shambles. It's an absolute shambles and a joke. And something's got to give. Maresca's got to come up with something else, but he can't. He's got no plan B. So when plan A don't work, we're fucking screwed, basically. But you've got to be strong enough to tell people, right, don't play that way. Don't go inside to a crowded area. At half-time, Enzo Maresca should have earned his money, and he didn't, because we kept doing the same fucking stuff. We kept getting the fullback, Gusto, coming in to pack midfield already and crowding it out. Then we got our wingers to pick up the ball and come inside, rather than go on the outside and keep taking people on and keep trying to beat them down the outside. Even if they weren't successful, who cares? Keep trying the whole time. But they didn't. They kept coming inside to a condensed crowded area, and Brighton was like, this is easy. So easy. It's telegraphed. It's absolutely telegraphed, and it's bullshit is what it is. So, look, the first goal, world class. No complaints, world class. You can't do nothing about that. The other 2 are a joke. Cucurella, look at yourself. Don't fucking dive into a challenge and sell yourself twice. But honestly, we have to. You cannot keep making changes in the back 4, rotating people, making changes. You have to stick with one goalkeeper and a back 4 that plays week in, week out, and then try to have a foundation, which we haven't got, and then try and build from there. But what you need is a focal point up front, a body up front. The point that somebody made in the chat earlier, put Tosin on for the last 20 minutes. Lump it up to him as a centre forward. I'd have done that. Time and time again. But you need a focal point of some sort up front. You can't just rely on people trying to just fill in. You've got to be a focal point. And the only person we got to do that was Nkunku, who kept fucking dropping off again. And kept doing it until 25 minutes into the second half. Then it changed. But, anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my Valentine's night. Wifey's gone to bed. I'm going to have a couple of beers and put music videos on and chill myself out because I'm stressed. I was looking forward to tonight thinking, right, we have a reaction. I want the players up and at it. This team, I've sort of held myself back from saying it. This team are fair weather. They're basically, if it's sunny, they're up for it. They're playing. If it gets a bit dicey, they can't handle it. They can't fucking handle it. Simple as that. If it goes against them, they fold. There's no backbone. There's no leaders. There's no people talking. There's no people taking responsibility and cajoling people. It's just a shambles, is what it is. It's an absolute shambles. Chelsea have been figured out by everyone. Everyone was giving us plaudits, rightly so. Ryan Gloria, for Brighton fan, what a goal by Matoma. Hands up. Fucking outstanding goal. One of the best first touches you ever see. Ball over your head. Adjusted his stride. Killed it first touch. Out of his feet second touch. Bottom corner. Weldy. Brilliant goal. I've got no complaints over that, Ryan, at all. What I'm complaining about is our defenders can't defend. Sit on their arse, sell themselves, and make it easy. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I've had the amp. I got the amp. So, we move on, people. We move on. I'll be back with a video on the channel at some point over the weekend, maybe tomorrow. Once I've calmed down a little bit, I'll try and do a little bit of a recap on this. But there's problems galore. The team, the manager, the owners. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it, all of you. Thank you so much. And I will see you all soon. Thanks again for watching. Love you all, guys. And thanks for getting involved in the chat. Look after yourselves. I'll see you all soon. And yeah, see ya.